All right, and we're back. So, at the end of last week, you guys had decided that you wanted to take a trip to Chimie and sabotage the portal there. So this was at your Council of War that you had at the end of last week's session. And so as the council's breaking up, so Onyx will speak up and say, "So, we do actually have some intelligence about the city. Would you like to review that now to form a plan of attack?"
That it seems like an opportune moment.
Of
Uh,
course.
yes, Wozo, if you please, the projector, and Bozo will project a map onto the screen to show you the map of Kaimei. So this is our the layout of Kaimei. So you can see there is the mayor's residence here, and there is the castle down here. The castle is where the portal is, but it is pretty uh, tightly defended. The garrison is pretty large. We do have a man on the inside. Uh, let's see. Let me get up his. Here we go. Or uh, Sergeant Greg Sergey. He works in the Foundry District as a slave. He's a POW of ours who has been passing information to us and acting as a liaison. So he may have some ideas of how you could get inside. Uh, Jacques has been very helpful discussing with us some of the layout of the interior of the fortress, combined with information we've been able to get from Greg. Then we have a pretty good idea of the layout of most of the fortress. So, uh, let's see, there. If we come in, so don't put any tokens down, but you should be able to see
Can't see shit.
the. You can't see shit.
I need to zoom out. Nope, can't see shit.
Uh, let's see. Did it only do it for Jacques? That would be unfortunate.
I don't know. Let's ask him. Hey, Rack.
I see a POW.
I can't see anything.
I see a black map.
You see
For
a
being a
black map.
POW, he sure has a hammer. It's a big one.
That's a
It's
nice
for
hammer.
breaking rocks.
I want him to be my friend. I want to steal his hammer.
Duh.
Okay.
I don't know what for, but
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to like make a token that's like the revealing of whatever, and then we'll hide everything. So here we'll go
Or independent observer.
right. Uh, so we'll put all the people on the GM layer, and then actually, is this something that's already can be edited and controlled by all players? Okay. Actually, so can I do something like this? So give it vision. Save. All right. Can you see
Hey.
something now?
Yes.
All right. Well, now I know for next time. I was hoping that I would only have to do it for one of you and it would just reveal it for everything.
Why would
Uh,
you ever think that?
yeah. Okay. And so then we will make this the default token so that in the future I can just use this flag when I want to reveal parts of the map. Okay. So you should see the front of the fortress. I'll go ahead and run you around the outside here.
Around the outside. Around the outside.
Um,
I'm really excited for this session.
So you should be able to
Me
see the
too.
entire outline of the fortress.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see. So we'll bring
Yeah.
you in to the gatehouse. So Jacques this would have been his area of influence. So he is somewhat familiar with the layout. So he's helping fill this in. So you've got the front gate leading into this courtyard here. And then in here you've got the stables. Stables. You have the internal forges over here, and some living quarters. And then over here you've got a dining hall, and then the kitchens. Is this updating when I drop it, or is it
Yep,
just always?
when you drop.
Okay, good. Okay. So then over here is the commander's quarters and the war rooms. This is like the planning room. Let's see. And Jock hasn't specifically been in any of these rooms, so he doesn't know what they look like. But these are the quarters of like the garrison commander and the important personages who we'll get to in a moment. Okay. Let's see. Hallway, chapel, hallway, armory. That's important. And then another dining hall.
Where second breakfast is held.
Yes.
Exactly.
Would the armory, is it just standard arms, or would there also be explosives?
Jacques would say that it is it would be mundane armaments, but they would have barrels of gunpowder for their arquebusiers, black powder.
Elijah, make sure you bring a fuse.
That sounds like fun.
And flint and steel, just, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then there's a second courtyard back here. These are soldiers' quarters. More soldiers' quarters. More soldiers' quarters. Hallway. We'll do better next time. We're learning.
Yeah, no, this is good. It also helps us go through them instead of just,
Yeah.
I'm not going to remember the specifics, but
Yeah. So let's see.
you would need to tell us what the rooms are, even if everything was revealed at the start. So
True. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to put the cannons. Not that kind of cannon. No, not that. Here we go. So this would be like undercovers, but like where they store the heavy artillery. Actually, I can just.
I assume that the pirates who are going to be joining us will also be bringing a sufficient supply of black powder. Because while I would love to capture these cannons, I would also like to use their stores as a distraction. And I don't want to have cannons but no powder.
The pirates should be bringing along their reserve. Depends on where is it the Tempest or is it the Maelstrom?
Well, it's more a question. For Thur.
So the Tempest Rovers are bringing their ship, the Black Earl, which has its own set of cannons, as well as a store of powder and arms. So they are musketeers, right? So that's what they're counting as in combat. So they will have access to similar explosives, but they will need to resupply eventually.
My question is more of a meta question, a Lev question of, if we capture the cannons, Because I assume that if we, like, that's a potential reward for this. If we capture the cannons intact, we get a unit of artillery because we can arm some rebels with them. At least that's my thought. But if we do that
Yes.
while also destroying their stores of gunpowder, is that gonna be like how much do we need to take intact for this?
Well, you're
Actually, no. Now that I think of it, we won't be able to capture the cannons because we're going in and out as ghosts, as clouds.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I was like, I mean, yes, you
I
could
forgot.
take the cannons, and I mean, you do have a supply route via the sea that you could use to get uh more powder if you needed it. Um, but yeah, the possibility of capturing these cannons is rather low.
R-
The possibility of sabotaging these cannons, though, is pretty good.
That's actually revised question. If we destroy all of their powder storage, will that mean that we've basically taken their cannons out of commission for whatever combat our army has to deal with? Or
Uh,
do we need to destroy the I would love to take away their ability to use the cannons and then be able
mhm,
to capture them after the battle.
mhm. Uh, if you destroyed their powder immediately before the battle, or like relatively soon before the battle, then yes, you would be able to accomplish that. Considering that you're not going to be assaulting this fortress and like taking it and capturing these cannons for several weeks, Jacques would be able to inform you based on his own knowledge of, having been in charge of these supply lines before, that they would be able to get more powder over from Bateau uh, to resupply their cannons within that time. I mean,
Okay.
they certainly wouldn't be happy about it, uh, but it wouldn't. The only way to knock their cannons out of commission for sure is to either kill the crews or destroy the cannons.
Well, the crews can also, like, if they're bringing over fresh powder, they can also bring over fresh men. So,
True.
uh, and I would really hope, because part of the reasons we're doing this is to get rid of the portal to make it harder to resupply. So being able to bring
Yeah.
the powder for these cannons means that they wouldn't be able to use that powder for another thing of cannons. So I think in the long run it might actually, like, this was actually a military thing. Uh, gameplay and story segregation.
I mean, yeah, destroying their powder, like destroying their powder, is certainly going to inconvenience them in the long run, but maybe not in a way that affects you right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, but all right. So that means that we can still use the powder detonation as, at the least, a distraction, and
Yes.
it won't change our ability to any way to deal with these things. Okay. Cool. So that's a card on
Right.
the
And
table.
very possibly destroying a couple walls, rooms.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
also very good.
Make them spend time and money on resources.
They won't be able
Right.
to repair them in a few weeks. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, the cannons. If you knock the cannons out of commission, they're not going to be able to uh, rebuild all of them. Like they would basically have to take the time to build a new unit,
Yeah.
right? Would be the gameplay equivalent.
I
So
yeah.
if you destroy these cannons, they might be able to replace them, but it would take up the same amount of effort that it would take for them to have recruited a second unit of artillery. So either way, you're denying them a unit of artillery.
Okay. If we destroy the cannons, though.
If you destroy the cannons.
Okay. The powder is irrelevant. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any more of the fortress to show us before I start making suggestions?
Yeah, so there's also the downstairs, because you'll notice that none of these have the portals. So there's a couple of there's one stairway down over here, and then there's another stairway down. If you take this door right here, is a stairway down, and so let's go ahead and go down. So you should see just a blank. Everybody except for Jacques should see just a black map.
Yep.
So if you take the
Jacques, what do you
stairway
see?
on,
Oh, he's actually here. Wait a second.
I
is-
I was waiting for a lull to be like, glad you're not dead.
I don't have leave or join notifications on, so I only saw Jordan W in the Roll20 thing. I'm like,
yeah.
he's here.
So let's see. So if you take the stairway on the left, you come out over here. So let me move everybody there, so you should be able to see.
I don't see
Um,
anything other than a flag.
Oh, probably because it's dark.
Yep.
Um,
Give
let
it
me
night
give
vision. Or make it produce light. Either way.
The all-seeing flag.
it would be the same either way.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, so here's the stairs. So you come down, come around.
All hail the magic flag.
Okay, and so there's a couple of things to note here. So first is over here. This I didn't put all the people on the GM layer. One moment, please.
It's weird, they left the top level unguarded.
Um,
Uh,
this is inconvenient.
while third does that, my initial thought, actually, one thing that we probably would have been doing in between the planning and actually executing this mission is I would like to test to see how stealthy Elijah is when he's in a gas form. So I'd like gather up whatever, like a unit of troops or something, like relatively average, perception ability troops, and just basically say, hey, over the next 12 hours, Elijah's going to try and sneak around you. Here's a whistle. Blow it if you see it. Uh, false alarms or negative points, etc. And then just
Mhm.
just do a test to see how well he actually can stealth as a
Yeah.
cloud.
Also, there is one difficulty with me as a cloud. I can't open doors.
Go through cracks.
No? Not with this form.
Yeah, so I think I said this while you were gone.
Oh.
So I did look up Windwalk because this seems like it's going to be a tool that you guys are using pretty frequently. So it does not render you invisible, right? You are still like a human-sized cloud, and it does not give you the ability to like the spell gaseous form would, of letting you
Oh.
squeeze through cracks or like uh, go through a barred window, for example. So you're basically like a bubble buddy version of yourself, but a cloud.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't gain those. I don't gain the ability to start walking through walls till 13.
All right.
Yeah. So you can reasonably stealthily travel over land because you can basically just hide amongst the clouds, and people probably won't give you a second glance unless they know what they're look for, and they have really good eyes. But if you try and like whoosh through the fortress, people are at the very least going to be like, "What the fuck is an air elemental doing here?"
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Right, that kind of thing. Um,
Now, I can still stealth just as well as normal and be faster doing it, but the moment I
Yes.
run into a closed door, I've got a problem.
Well,
right.
you've also got lockpicks, so.
Well, I'd have
Well,
to
you,
transition back to human form
yeah,
I
to
know,
where I
but
could
you
it's
door.
can't.
basically you'd be landing, transitioning, and then just doing regular rogue stuff, which you're awesome
Right.
at. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I am pretty good
Alright.
at sneaking around.
Good. That's actually really good because otherwise it's broken as fuck.
Yeah. There's a lot of discourse about it online. Okay. So then over here, this is the treasury, like where they keep the payroll and stuff. So this might be a reasonable target. And then let's see. So we've got over here, down here. We've got wine cellar for those who are interested in wine. And we've got this is like a workroom. This is the other stair from above. Actually, this comes. How do you get here? Wait, this is a wall.
That looks like it's a separate up and down stair.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Um,
Right.
but I'm just realizing that there actually isn't a way
Isn't there?
to get there
Is this not a thing?
from up. Hmm?
I
False.
Sorry,
can't. I can't see the whole
false
map.
door.
So.
I'm looking at the up Yeah, so down here is actually like a storeroom and a workroom. And then this is a bathroom.
Ah.
So this stairway is the only way in or out of this section. That doesn't make any sense. I was assuming that there wasn't a wall here.
Yeah, that
Across
doesn't look
this.
like it should be a wall. I think that's a mistake. Because if you look
Oh,
at the
you know what?
ground,
I wonder if it's supposed to be. All right, let's see if I can fix that without fucking everything up. Yes, I think I can. Okay. So lines, we'll just take this guy there to there. And there we go. Now that's connected. All right.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, so that's how you get to there. And then over on the other side, from that stairway on the right-hand side. So I'll go ahead and move the camera over here for you guys. So you come down the stairs, and it's another barracks room, essentially. And then you come out, and the important thing here is this door right here. So this is the door to the Ascended's portion of the castle. Only Ascended or Blessed are allowed through this door. So Jacques has never been inside here. He doesn't know what's in there. Let's see. So I'm moving on up. We've got a big hallway over this way. And then here, let's see. So we've got a little torture chamber, as one does.
Of course. Otherwise, where else would my people work?
Exactly. You get it. And then here is the prison. So this is going to be where any prisoners would be.
All right.
So let's see. So yeah, that should be the tour of everything that you guys know about the fortress.
Okay, cool. So, I have some preliminary ideas. The two things that I think are going to be good ways to cause distractions are getting Elijah into the armory to set off the black powder kegs. Whatever way you think you can best do that. If you think you can do it. If I don't know.
If I'm inspired, yes.
The other objective would be to rendezvous with the POW, and I believe who has a bag of holding. Anybody?
I have
I
a
don't.
quiver, but it is not exactly a bag. What do you need it for?
I was thinking if we could meet with the POW clandestinely and distribute to them and any of their compatriots some weapons and start a small slave uprising there just to draw attention away from the keep when we make our assault.
I could give them a great deal of javelins. If we need different sorts of weapons, we will need a different sort of bag.
Honestly, javelins might be sufficient. Does anybody have a bag of holding they can just fill with various swords and shields?
No.
No.
I can carry several, but no.
Okay. So those are my two recommendations for where to at least start with this plan. Is cause a distraction by blowing the powder kegs, and starting a slave uprising. If we don't have a bag of holding, we won't be able to transport. Because if we can get into the armory, then we might be able to set a long fuse and then take the mundane weapons in the armory and then distribute them, but that seems like unnecessarily complex. More likely for something to go wrong. Any other thoughts?
This makes sense to me.
Do we have any information that if any of my compatriots are at this location?
Any like
Any of the other assassins? Any of the other Shadow League guys?
yeah. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay. Because I would recognize most of them if I drop by, but of course that's me.
Mhm.
Because we had to memorize most of the other people in case somebody was undercover.
Right.
Investigation. There we go. Yeah, not great.
You're not aware of any operatives in this area.
Okay. Oh, I'll see if I see any. Because as we start interacting, I'm gonna start trying to track down some of my old war buddies and turn them.
Okay.
For some of them, won't be too hard.
Yeah.
Our group was banded together mainly because we were seen as expendable.
Yeah.
Who cares about the assassin coming back?
Yeah.
He killed his target. That's all that mattered. So
Mhm. Let's see. So another thing to note is that in addition to the fact that the exact portal location isn't known, there's also the reason that this castle is here and the portal is here, just as a reminder, is because behind it is the Gulthias Grove, which is where they harvest ingredients for the ritual of ascension. But only the initiated are allowed in there. So it's not clear how they actually get into the grove from the fortress. So there might be some manner of passage if you attempted to enter from the grove instead.
Especially if we can fly and just enter through there.
So it's either way is I've planned either way, or if you have a third way that you think you could do.
So
But those
preliminary
are the
idea
yeah.
is
I start with the pattern. We walk through the hole.
Yep. Preliminary idea: arm the slaves, start the powder, enter through the grove side, which is on the opposite side of the keep from the powder, head towards the portal while those two distractions are ongoing, destroy the portal, and leave. We will not be able to extract any of the slaves. I want to make that abundantly clear. But the way that we are going in and getting out makes it impossible for us to bring any other people with us. He kind of just looks around at everybody at the table just to make sure they understand that. If that
It is a sad reality of war at times, but we can at least, as you mentioned, give them arms to give them a chance to get out.
yes,
Elijah just shrugs, totally unconcerned.
The goals of this mission seem limited.
Would you like to suggest an expansion?
Surely you can do more than just blowing up some powder and then breaking a portal.
The portal is a supply route from this keep and this region to the capital. It significantly cuts down on their ability to reinforce the area for subsequent battles. It's
Yeah, but on the
it's a
other
necessary
hand,
goal.
you piss them all off, and they can just fly into the swamp pretty easy from last time. So
No, they would need another one of the Ascended to do that, and we've already killed the one in the west. If the east wanted to come for us, that would just mean that we could take care of the
Oh.
second one.
sounds like if it's a problem, they could just send two.
They don't have that many.
Also,
Besides,
they don't know to look for us at the Castle Noctum as of yet.
I'm also hearing that you have problems, but I am not hearing that you have solutions.
If you would like to add another objective, I'm all ears.
I'm just saying, this is an expenditure of resources. We should get something interesting out of it.
But if you have nothing to find interesting, this is not really an interesting point.
We can always watch for the treasury as we travel and see if we have time to stop by.
If you'd like to loot the place as well, we can definitely do that. It's going to be on our way to the portal. We should probably also burn down the grove.
I volunteer for that particular position.
That was more my point.
Well,
If this place is so valuable, I feel like we should do something other than just that.
okay. So, start a slave revolt, set off the powder, enter through the grove, set a fire, and then enter the keep, destroy the portal, and leave.
To that point, Elijah's going to be bringing along lantern oil and passing it around to everybody. So we
The
can all
main
just throw
reason I
lantern
bring
oil
this
on
up
people.
is this is an opening act. You won't have this opportunity again.
No, I agree. We have a limited striking radius, and this is taking away something that will be impossible for them to replace, namely the portal and secondarily the grove. The grove doesn't give them any long-term or any short-term advantages, but it does hopefully cripple their morale. Any other suggestions for objectives, goals, approaches?
Sounds like we have a good plan to me. Next thing is to get to it.
Jacques?
Might be dead. I'm not sure.
Might be dead, potentially.
No, I'm here. I'm here. No, all of the information that's been brought forward is good and viable. You all have good judgment, and I trust it. See this through.
Okay. Onyx, any other insights you might have that could aid or foresee potential consequences?
Oh, it sounds like a good plan to me. Do as much damage as possible and then get out.
Okay.
It's a shame about the prisoners, though.
I was thinking about that myself. I'm not too keen to leave them there, but
Can leave them with a
Oh.
sword in their hand, which is much better than what they have currently.
I
can.
just. Well, if we're already blowing holes and stuff, couldn't we just leave them an opening?
Of course, we're going to arm them and give them the best chances possible for their freedom. That gives us also the best distraction. It's in our best interest if they lived past the day to continue to cause issues for the enemy. I have no problems with that. If you have ways to increase the success of that, how about but if Arif, if you and Minsk want to be in charge of developing the strategy for arming and releasing the slaves and prisoners as a distraction, think you two could handle that?
Well, I'm sure we can handle this. I'm not sure what strategy there is besides find them and arm them.
Neither do I, but Arif seems to wish that we had something more. So if you have an idea for that, I'm all ears.
Not just yet. Huh? I'm working on it, but
Yeah.
I need a little more time.
I have faith. Yeah, we have some time to strategize. Elijah, if you can,
Yes.
in charge of setting off the black powder ahead of us, and then the remainder of us, so myself, and I think they're both counts. Wait a second. What was Jock again?
Doc is a Viscount.
Viscount. Yeah, the Count and the Viscount will enter the Golthius Grove, wait for douse it in oil as much as possible. Wait for the three of you to regroup. Then we will set it alight and head towards the fortress together.
Understood.
No.
Elijah
Distinct-
is going to transition his poisoner's proficiency to a forger's, and go forge a order to be visiting this location. Just in case he does get noticed. Try to talk his way out of it with orders.
Okay.
Where are the slaves being held again? Sorry.
Well, so the slavery is kind of endemic to Alvarez society, so they're all over the place. The UDDC POW that is your contact is in the Foundry District here. And so presumably he has contacts throughout the city. If you guys supply him with arms, he can rally his comrades to perform some kind of distraction. They might need direction about if you're hoping for them to escape, then you'll probably need to give them some sort of place to escape to.
This is. I'm so sorry. I'm losing my whole mind today.
Which I'm fine with. Tell me I'm fine.
We have traveled. Are going to be traveling. How many hours again by
So it is going to be, you can do 40 miles an hour with gaseous form. So it's going to be
We've got
little
2
bit
hours on the
over.
ground.
Yeah, you'll have approximately a little bit over 2 hours on the ground. Because you can get there in 2 hours plus some change, and then you need 2 hours at least back, and some change back. So you could probably stretch it to 3 hours on the ground.
Okay, my next question for you is do we know what's going on with Kenneth Kernwith?
Kernwith?
Kernwith. I can't read.
We'll fly over it. Like we'll.
Aerith is going to request. She's gonna be like, on our way over there. If we could stop by the stronghold, I'd like to check it out a little bit if we have time. Just hopefully, given those people a place to go, at very least a place to hide. Because it's a little far from Castle Noctum to expect him to make them all the way up here.
Well, also, and I want to make this perfectly clear, you are not to tell any of the slaves that we are coming from anywhere near Castle Noctum or the swamp. So
I understand.
even telling them to go to Kernwith specifically might be an issue.
That's fair.
And as Carnwith is currently held by enemy forces, taking to the woods might be their best shot.
I
You could, you do have the means
I will say,
to
we're going to
contact.
set the woods on fire, so taking to the woods might
Yeah.
not be the best
Well,
shot.
we're only setting fire to one part of the woods.
Hopefully all
Oh.
of it, but yeah.
Could I send a message to the pirates, or are they already in Mornfell?
You could. The pirates are past Mournfells. The
They're
pirates
not
are
gonna do me
actually
any good.
they're going to be passing through Night Meadow
But the UDDC's over
tomorrow
there.
morning. The UDDC UDDC Marines are on the pirate ship. They met up.
I meant the submarine.
The
thing.
submarine is over here, yes, in this general area.
Could I send a message to someone on the submarine? I probably need Minx's help for this, but someone on
The captain
submarine.
was Ahabovich, I believe. No.
No, I had a name for him. Hang on. Is it under UDDC? Yes. Is this him? Yes. Here we go. Venernikov Milorad.
Captain Milo.
That is the most epic mustache ever seen.
Did you find
I
that?
love the bird.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay. But it has a little bit of Tika style to it as well.
It does.
does-
It's got
it
a little
does, yeah.
flavored. All right, I'm gonna because we're sleeping before we go, right? Or did I miss that?
Oh yeah.
No, you're getting a rest, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna send a message to our Captain Milo here. 25 words. Captain, in the next few days, a group of slaves should be arriving at the coast. Help them, please. Aerith.
Okay. I assume you give him more specific, like
Yeah.
you give him like, do you tell him to be at the coast of this hex or something?
Yes.
Okay.
I sent a
Uh,
couple messages.
yeah, yeah. So he messages back, acknowledged. We'll be in position,
Hi, thanks.
comrade.
Solid plan.
They say comrade instead of over. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I believe we're ready then.
All right. So yeah, so it will be tomorrow then. You all go to sleep. And you wake up in the morning. Kembra casts a spell for you, and you are off, flying along. Do you still want to check out Kernwith, or do you just want to go straight to Kaimei?
Straight to Kaimei.
Yeah. Let's just go straight there.
Okay.
Hey,
So
if Elijah can just do his dashing and make a detour to just give a quick flyby, so we see.
that's not how overland travel works.
Oh, even if we send one person out who's faster than everybody else?
Yeah, Elijah is not faster than anybody else in
Yes, I am.
overland travel.
Oh, in overland travel.
It's all
yeah.
one speed,
Oh
right?
yeah, because
Right,
you
yeah.
can't just keep on dashing. Okay, fair.
Right. Yeah, and if you can, then the rules assume that you just do that as opposed to anything else.
Well, but but like when the rest of the group can't, then like a group moves at the pace of its slowest member.
Right, basically.
So if he
That being said, the distance going via Kernwith Stronghold versus going straight there is basically the same.
is literally okay. It's literally the same.
It's literally the same. It's literally the same as a factor. Like I think it because it's technically like a triangle, so
Yeah.
it shouldn't be the same. But because of the weird way that the hexes are, it is.
Do we want to stop anyways?
So you could overfly it if you wanted.
Yeah. Kasani scientists have learned that while the Earth is round, it is on a grid. Pythagoras was executed for heresy.
Yeah. So let's see. So I think normally it would be 2 hours and 15 minutes to go 90 miles. So I'm gonna say you spend like what, another 15 minutes just kind of flying over the fortress looking at it.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
however close Elijah can get. The rest of us would stay up, but yeah. Because he can
Okay.
still be a stealthy little cloud person.
Right. So you fly over. It's a crumbling, kind of Mott and Bailey, little fort that has fallen into extreme disrepair over the course of the last few hundred years. Let me check my DM
Good.
notes and see if there's anything else there.
An explanation of my roles real quick. Sleight of hand is for forging the orders. Deception is to disguise myself as one of the other shadows that I'm familiar with. The orders, of course, are written for him.
Okay.
Just using my proficiencies in different abilities and my kits.
Okay.
Trying to make sure if I get caught, I have the best chances possible to talk my way out of it.
Yeah. Can you roll me a d20?
Of course. Oof.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see if that comes up later.
Whatever that was.
Okay, so you guys are 2 hours and 30 minutes into your wind walk, and you arrive in the skies above Kaimei.
And just to clarify, Decrepit Fortress, nobody in it. It's not like garrisoned.
It's not garrisoned,
Okay,
no,
that was the main thing. Cool.
and it doesn't look like it's been garrisoned in a very long time.
Excellent.
All right, so who is descending where?
The plan that I laid out was, first step, arm the slaves in the Foundry District. Second step, set off the charge. Then, while they're doing that, so Minsk and Aerith over here, Elijah in the keep setting off the charge, and then Jacques, Tenelus, and I just pouring lantern oil on trees and getting them ready to start fires.
Oh, persistence.
Mhm.
As you're pouring that lantern oil, will you cut me a couple of cuts from those trees?
Yeah, of course.
I see growing my own being useful.
Interesting.
Oh god, those are all trees of Volthias.
Yeah, so they make vampires.
And Elijah wants a couple cuttings of them.
Yep.
It could be interesting.
Certainly
Persistence.
could be.
Yeah, persistence was probably take enough for Elijah, and then a sample to send back to
Okay.
Savona.
Hi, could you also cut me a sample as well? Thank you.
I will be cutting samples, and we will distribute them back at home.
Perfect, thank you.
Appreciate it.
I have a king
Okay.
to send that to.
Okay, so we'll do Minx and Aerith first, descending into the Foundry District. So let's see, I guess Onyx would have given you a location for meeting up with Greg. So he's working in a warehouse currently.
Mm-hmm.
I do have one question about gaseous or windwalk though.
Yeah.
Because we are in wind-shaped forms, if they
Mhm.
stealth while in that form, would heavy armor or anything like that give them stealth decreases, or would that be mitigated by the different the new form?
I would say that they're not wearing heavy armor in their transmuted form, so
Cool. That might
Yeah.
be important for whoever wears heavy armor in this party,
Yep.
which I don't know who all that is.
Me.
Yeah, I just figured that might be relevant.
Are we trying to be a bit more stealthy as we go into this district? Not like stealthy, but like
you're
I
certainly
mean,
slowing down.
Yeah.
incognito. Oh yeah, I forgot we're still
Yeah.
wind.
we're in a
Wind.
hostile area. It's not like we're
Mhm.
trying to broadcast our location.
Yeah, so you guys need to find a place where you can just decloud for a minute. Let's see. I'm gonna say there's a open skylight on top of this warehouse. Actually, we can see skylights here. So one of them is open, letting in some air, so you can descend in and meet with Greg as he's moving boxes around and stacking them.
Comrade,
Eh? Yes. What is it?
do we see anyone else in this warehouse?
Yeah, there are several other slave workers also moving around boxes and various other menial tasks.
Got it. I am Comrade Minxierev Pevi, and for the advantage of our ally here, I will be continuing to speak in common. I have been told you are looking for a certain special delivery. With that, he's going to reveal his quiver and begin pulling out javelins.
Okay. How many javelins can you store in there?
24? Is that it? Hold on, let me look at it again.
I like to walk around and start
Can't you put
collecting
spears in there too?
X-axis.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, like basically, I'd be everything that I could have
Yeah.
in there. I'm trying to look
'Cause
at
you do have a full armory that you can pull from. So
yes, whatever the
And
maximum
also
is.
whatever you can carry,
yeah.
because you don't have to worry about the disadvantage from just slapping a belt full of daggers on yourself.
So essentially, it was going to be 18 javelins, 4 spears, 2 longbows, and 120 arrows.
120 arrows.
Yeah. For the 2
Okay.
bows.
Oh, for the 2 bows.
So
Okay.
there's 4 spears,
Uh-huh.
18 javelins,
Mm-hmm.
2 longbows, 120 arrows, so 60 arrows per longbowman, and then
That's a
whatever
lot
else
of arrows.
and whatever else I strap to myself.
That's almost certainly more than they can carry.
That's what's
So-
available within this. Unless I should do 3 longbows so that they each would get 40.
That's probably more reasonable.
Okay, but then only 3 spears.
Okay. He says, "Oh, did Onyx send you?
Duh.
Ah, I see. So it is time then. The revolution has come.
The revolution is here, comrade.
Oh, excellent, excellent. But there's only 2 of you.
There is only 2 of us here in this particular place for now. We are expecting that reinforcements will be upon us as the signal is given.
Oh, okay. So the UDDC is invading the city then?
No, this is a special operation only at the moment. The idea is for enough chaos to be sown for you and whoever you can arm to fight your way out of here to meet up with a submarine at a provided coordinate.
Ah, yes. This I can get behind. I know of. Well, obviously the UDDC prisoners with me would be more than happy to fight, but with this I can recruit many more.
It should be noted that while it is unclear exactly how many will be able to escape the city, all are welcome to fight their way out. For once they are free, we have ways of assisting them. Though I cannot reveal more than that now, as until we have left the walls of the city, ears might be anywhere.
Yes, indeed. Ears are everywhere here, but it is no match for the rising the power of the people.
Clearly, and as we demonstrate to them the power of the proletariat, I suspect there will be soon a great rising across this entire countryside, such that soon they will have no need to run, but the bourgeois will indeed be the ones to flee.
Yes, yes. This is what we fought for, comrade. It is all
Indeed,
coming together.
it is.
Uh,
There's so much
and-
Soviet talk in this room.
By the way, while they're talking, Aerith has wandered over to this pickaxe and this hammer and is just sort of testing them to see
Okay.
if she can just throw it in the pile of weapons. She's
He's
basically
moved to
wandering.
this hammer and this sickle.
I imagine Aerith also like popped out of Gassie's form, and she like was holding her dress up as like a big pocket, and when
Hi.
she lowers it down, just a bunch of daggers fall out.
Hey, I'm pretty strong. It could have been short swords.
Yeah.
Just also, I'm not wearing a dress, but I appreciate
Oh
it.
yeah. I
I
just
was gonna say, aren't you in
just that
armor?
image. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's in full tunic pants. Though she does have her holy robes on her, so she could just like rucksack her holy clothes and just be like,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Keelanti could get behind a communist revolution, right?
Oh,
Oh,
so much.
yeah. So I feel like when she materializes, it's just a rucksack full of short swords, and she's just like, boom.
So yeah, so he Greg calls out. He says, uh, "Hey, Pavel, Ole, get over here. Uh, gather up the men, and I guess the women too, and everybody, anybody that wants to join. You elf man. I never did catch your name." It's like, oh well, it doesn't matter. You're part of the revolution now. Come.
Your name is now Ivan. Congratulations.
It is indeed time.
Uh, Come on, I have a certain someone that I want to meet. And he goes off into like an office, and you hear shouting, and then it's like, "This is for all the times you beat my friends, you son of a bitch." And then,
I had a feeling that was coming.
yeah.
The window is only one story, but it's the thought that counts.
Right. Yes. Yeah, and so you've started something. We'll see how it goes.
Hey.
All right, and that's us.
All right, so you guys are going to uh wisp cloud up and whisk away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
so
was
we'll say
hoping
that
to
took.
fight a little, but like, okay, let's go.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I think we got to be
I
meeting up with
know.
the rest of
I
everyone.
am
Like we
shocked
could
there
join this
wasn't an
fight later.
overseer. Like watching, it's just, hey, a bunch of slaves that can just distribute weapons amongst themselves with no oversight. They deserve
I
this
mean,
upvolt.
they are very arrogant.
Oh yeah, no.
It's like they're in the middle of their own territory. They're Who's gonna bring in arms and armor, right? Like, where are they gonna get it?
And then they got it.
And then they got it, and that was all the difference. Okay, so let's go over to Mr. Elijah. Okay. So we are. Let's see. So I guess we'll have this here so everybody else can see too. And then you're
Sure, it's
coming.
appreciated.
I need to put things back on the token layer now.
So if I remember right, the armory was over here somewhere, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like there-ish?
Yes, you got it exactly. That's the armory.
Cool. I was paying attention pretty closely because I know, like, okay, that's gonna be important.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so these guys are going to be on the token layer. Actually, I should probably just do the ones that are important for you right now.
Okay.
So you can see some guards on the walls patrolling.
Mm-hmm. So how I would have approached this is I probably actually would have swung around the back and come over to this side,
Okay.
looking for like a window or an access point on this side to try to work my way to this hallway to get into the armory from there.
I mean, yeah, there's a door. Move you here. So you could be like on the roof above here, and then climb down once you've incorporated into the store.
Yeah, that'd be what I'd probably be shooting for then. Is swing around the back of the castle, low or really high, so no one will notice me, and then get onto the roof from this angle, to try to avoid as many guards as possible, and then incorporate on the roof there.
Yep, you do so.
Okay. I'm gonna slide down into that hole, stealthing the whole way,
Okay.
climbing along ceilings.
All right.
And if I think I'm going to be noticed, that's when I drop to the ground and start pretending to be completely normal and on business.
Okay. Yeah. Let me move some people around because I didn't know exactly what time of day you would be getting here.
And then from what I remember, I think we're meeting up at the Grove to break in from there after my mission and everyone's missions are completed.
That is correct. That is the plan.
Okay. So I'm gonna, assuming I do this successfully, is I'm gonna try to get back onto the rooftops and head that direction to see where they're accessing from.
Mm-hmm. I'm just moving things back onto the token layer here. Okay. Gotta make sure that all the things that I had on the GM layer that were supposed to be in the GM layer stay there. Okay. Yeah, so you drop down. The courtyard is currently empty. It's the middle of the day, right? It's actually, these guys are going to be like not here. Yeah, they'll be, yeah, that's fine. And you drop down to here and you come in through this door. This door is not locked.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. This door goes into the armory.
That door goes downstairs.
Ah, okay.
Uh,
So the only way to
this
the armory
door.
is this way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
this door is the way into the armory.
Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit so I can see what's going on a little bit better. Can I currently see them? Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Uh,
You do see them.
So I'm cleaned up against the ceiling. Doesn't seem like they've noticed me at all yet.
No, they're not looking for you, and
Cool.
your stealth is more than good enough to beat their passive perception. So they're just there playing cards.
I'm gonna get to here and peek around this corner. Oh, by the way, kind of retconning my way back a little bit. Would I have been able to ask for inspiration from my good friend Minx?
I mean,
Bardic inspiration.
Stealth?
Would we have had time to do it?
You can't bardic inspiration while you're a cloud.
Yeah.
You'd have to
that's a good point.
decloud to do it,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, we wouldn't have done that then. Okay, I'll work
and it
with what I
only
got.
lasts 10 minutes. So
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna peek around this corner here.
Okay.
So kind of assuming my head's just sticking around the corner here.
right on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yep. You see a guy guarding the armory.
Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, here comes the deception roll, because there's no way I'm going to be able to walk through that door without him noticing me. Glad I prepped all the documents.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to start walking up to him.
Okay. So you drop down onto the ground. You walk up to him like you own the place.
Not like I own the place, more like kind of head bowed. You know, I'm just another day at work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here, pick up some weapons, go out on this mission, and you know, he's used to, or I assume he's interacted with some of the shadows by now. He's used to us just kind of being a little downtrodden.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of get up close to him. Good evening.
Good. It's midday.
No, I hadn't noticed. Mind if I get in? I need to borrow a couple of weapons from the armory. Got to go remove some distractions out in the countryside.
Do you have your authorization papers?
Well, I have my orders from my commander, and I pass the orders over.
Okay. You rolled what, a 23 on your
20,
forgery?
yeah, 23 on the forgery.
Okay. So he's going to see if he can see through. He only has a +2 to wisdom, so he's got to get a 20.
Oh!
oh yeah, so would you like my
Like-
pants as well?
Yes, everything seems
Sorry,
to be
right
in
away,
order.
sir.
He waves you through.
Thank you, sir. I'm treating him, as always, as if he is above me. And yeah, I'm going to get in here and go over to where the powder is, which I can't quite tell.
Yeah, I don't think that this map has gunpowder in it, but
Okay. We'll assume it's back here in the back somewhere.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm
So
going to
yeah.
fuse them up.
Okay. Do you have any like I mean, I guess
Flint and
you
tinder,
don't
you
have
can
like
just use it to start a fire. I don't even think it's a check.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say you can do that. How long do you set the fuse for?
Um,
Correct.
45 seconds.
45 seconds.
Instant boom.
Remember, you need a minute in order to get back into a cloud.
Oh, I don't plan on being in a cloud form when this goes off.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
plans to be a
I-
splatter.
I just plan to be out of the blast radius.
Okay.
Well, it would
Well,
probably
die.
behoove you to still not be. I mean, it's gonna be a big boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, bigger boom.
You're doing 45 seconds.
I don't want to risk anyone else coming in here after I've left and taking my fuse off.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you set the fuse. You've got 45 seconds.
Okay.
You just walk straight out and just straight past him.
No, so as I'm walking, I've grabbed a couple of short swords and things, and I'm just holding, a sword slung over one shoulder and like sliding the other into my belt as I walk out. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I hand him a form that I pre-prepared of what I'm checking out.
No.
Thank you.
I was gonna ask you for
Oh,
as a delaying
absolutely.
tactic to fill out. Hey, you got to sign out.
Oh,
Sign those
no,
out.
no. I was totally prepared for this. I knew I was
There,
gonna
there
have to
you,
sign out because any armory, once again, ex-military, any armory, you got to sign out equipment.
exactly.
So yeah. So I handed out. So
You
that's
got to
15.
keep things up with. You have to keep things up with the Munitorum and the Administratum.
Oh, yes, thank you for
They'll
that
Right.
report.
find you.
Why does it say 20 barrels of black powder
20?
used immediately?
30, 40. Okay, so there's 35. Is my first turn. So that's 6 seconds.
Yeah.
5, 10, and
Breaks into a dash.
yep. 15, 30. How high is the wall here?
Like 30 feet. It's a pretty
Okay, so
tall
30
wall.
feet gets me to the top of the wall. What can I? Is there a roof level? I assume there probably
Yeah,
isn't.
there is a roof where you are.
I don't know if there's a visible roof level.
No, there's not a visible roof
Okay.
level on this
Do
map.
I see any guards from where I am on the roof that seem to be looking in my direction?
No. It seems like all the guards are towards the town, like the area
Okay.
where people generally come from.
So there's bonus action. There's 70 foot is dash. So yeah, I'm already there in 12 seconds. I'm pretty comfortable with how I did this.
Yeah. I'd say you're out of the blast radius.
Cool. I'm gonna stealth from there and continue making my way back to the back of the roof, to the edge of this back tower where I can hopefully start seeing the party. Back in the grove.
It's a dense forest. You do spot this cave over here.
Okay,
So
cool.
you, um,
Yeah, I'm gonna stop stealthing, I guess, since no one's around here, and I'm gonna dash down this wall and head over to the cave in the next, let's take 15,
okay.
20 seconds to get there.
Yeah. So then I guess as you reach the mouth of the cave, right, that would be when it goes up.
That's yeah, that's about right. I'd probably have time to stealth again right there, but yeah, that should be about right.
Yeah, so you dive into the mouth of the cave, and you hear an enormous boom as the entire magazine goes up. I have no idea how big this explosion should be. I feel like pretty big.
I feel like it should be
Where's
pretty
the
serious.
Where is the armory shattering kaboom?
I didn't prepare an explosion sound effect. Hang on.
Another Wilhelm scream.
Just pull up
Uh,
that video of Mythbusters blowing up the cement truck.
Yep. And from here, I will gaseous form and make my way to persistence. Post haste. Does this cave appear to go deep enough to like get access into the building? Is this like the secret entrance?
It certainly it goes down, and it looks like it.
Looks like it might be.
Yeah. So you can go
Okay.
exploring in there if you want.
I'll get to persistence first. As soon as he hears the
Okay.
explosion, I assume he's gonna be ready to do something, and I want to
Yeah.
let him know about this cave.
Yeah.
So
As
I'll
soon as
gaseous
the,
form
as
and
soon as the
make my way to
explosion
him.
happens, we're
Nigel,
lighting
what's up? We
matches.
need to go.
So that took you all of what, like 5 minutes?
Yeah, ish. I see. Okay, so one other thing is I would have waited on that rooftop until I started hearing some kind of shouting because I want the slave
Okay.
revolt to happen just before I go in to give Minx to end.
Yeah, because the whole idea was
Time to get
Okay.
around.
get them
Yeah,
to
okay.
start mobilizing for the slave thing. As they're moving out for that, blow the magazine,
Right.
and then when the magazine goes off, that's when we set the fire to the forest and then group
Okay.
up, and then I think it's the stairs down or on the west side of the building. So we'd be eventually trying to gather
Yes.
up like wherever the closest entrance to these stairs down are.
Yeah.
Right.
And with where the magazine's going up, hopefully it actually takes some people that are mobilizing out. Because they'd be mobilizing in the courtyard more than likely.
Yep, which is why he set the really short fuse.
Yep. I set that fuse within 10-15 seconds of the shouting starting. So as they're mobilizing, they've only had about a minute to really gather. They're not getting out the gate before that bomb goes
Yeah.
off.
And also cripple the response
I
to
think
the
we've planned
slaves.
this. I think we've really
That's
planned
pretty
this
incredible,
well.
actually. Yeah.
Alvarez is in for a lot more trouble in this war than they're expecting.
I don't even have really good rules for that. Hang on. Here we go.
You didn't expect war crimes in our first battle.
This isn't even a war crime.
Is that even
This
a
is
war
a valid
crime?
military target. We're rescuing POWs.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
The thing that would make it a war crime is if there's like a fucking committee to make it a crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
I don't think
there-
there's a world governmental body unless
There's not.
fucking Wizard School has their fucking rules in place.
No, they don't give a damn. they
Yeah,
they will
I don't
sell
think there's
weapons
rules
to
for
anyone.
conflict.
Yeah, I don't think there's such a thing as a war crime in
Jajatua.
this
No.
universe.
There's probably
yeah.
like gentleman's warfare where it's like, don't kill the medics or
There
whatever. but
is
that's
there
probably
is
about it.
do something shitty enough, then everybody will come down on you, and the Alvarez have been crossing that line, and now this is what happens. So
Okay. So I'm gonna retcon a little bit what happened here, because
Okay.
you would have been walking into the fortress like as they were assembling in the courtyard, right?
About, yeah.
Is your idea? Okay. So that guy got a nat 1, so like he was just like, sure, it makes sense that there's this random guy coming to pick up weapons in the middle of an attack that I didn't know about beforehand.
It's not my
Um,
job to know.
It's not my job to know. Everybody else is panicking and figuring out what's going on.
That's the other
And then
funny part is people are now trying to rush to the armory to get weapons as it explodes.
yeah, so I guess those guys they wouldn't have been like you see as you're walking out, those guys that were playing cards, like a sergeant comes into the room and is like, all right, get your asses to the armory. We've got a situation out in the town, and they like run past you, behind you, towards the armory as you're walking out, and then you hear behind you just this large.
ah!
Oh, it's beautiful.
Ooh, guys, don't.
I'm
Um,
reminded of that explosion in Helm's Deep where you just have massive bricks falling down and
Ooh,
crushing people.
guys, don't
Yeah.
look at explosions.
He didn't look at the explosion. That's
It's probably about how big it is. Actually, no, that was only
Sure,
like a
sure,
few mines.
sure didn't look at it.
This
I
was-
was
So
already
this
heading
is
down
like
the
40
building.
barrels of gunpowder. How many gunpowder? How much
Uh,
gunpowder was this?
Enough
I
for
mean, yeah,
all
Many
those
barrels of
cannons.
gunpowder
Look at
on the
how many
wall.
cannons those are.
yeah,
Enough for a
That's
full.
not really an
powers
answer.
of-
yeah. Enough for a full unit, a full artillery battery.
Well, it's definitely bigger than the one in Helm's Deep, and I think that's the
I'm
best
reminded
example I have.
of early in Ukraine where they hit an ammo depot and just the
Yeah.
fireworks show that was.
So let's
Yeah,
see.
Fireworks Depot is probably the best example.
I'm gonna say this is actually gonna be kind of important in the background information. You probably actually got a big enough explosion that it might have actually penetrated all the way over to the officers' quarters.
Oh, we
Might
took out the
definitely.
might
structure.
at least make the structure unstable. Who knows?
let me put it to you
This,
this way: the
this whole
chapel
plan of
chapel's
going,
not
we
looking
might not
good.
be able to do much.
The chapel's definitely not looking good. So I'm gonna make some very important death saving throws.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, good thing they went to the chapel.
But here's the thing, Thur. Did it deal more than twice their health?
Man,
And did the ceiling collapse on them and cause damage after they
Oh,
were down?
they're out of. They're not going to be able to respond to anything that's going on. But this is just a did they survive or not?
Well, yeah, that's what
yeah.
I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Because if the ceiling fell on them after they started making death saving throws, that counts as two
No.
failures.
This is
an
someone who
important
was
part
in the
of
next room
DMing
past
where
the
you just have to
chapel.
just roll some dice and go, yeah, that happened,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and not think about it too much.
Yep.
Yep.
Because you're not a supercomputer.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
This is great.
So you disappear into this cave. And let's move on to the Gulthias Grove.
My regret is we couldn't have sent like a troop of soldiers down here, but they would take them like a month to get here.
Yeah,
It's also mechanics-wise, we have to start the intrigue before we can do a battle. If this was just like a real thing, we would have hit this place with the army as the start of it. But
I
we
mean,
gotta.
you could have done that. Like I would have, if you had suggested that as a strategy, I would have allowed it.
Oh,
But the thing is that like they're not blind
oh yeah,
to
that
what's
was the
going
reason
on.
we couldn't muster the army without being seen.
Yeah,
That was the
you
issue.
couldn't must. Yeah, if you try and march on this place with an army, they're gonna know about it.
Yep.
They had no way to see this coming.
Now we're just gonna do the old American thing of supply some rebels and blow something up.
Yep.
Yeah, very American. Yeah.
America.
I'm so sorry. I'm stuck on this because I did look it up. How many barrels of gunpowder were there?
99
I think
barrels
it's,
of gunpowder on the wall.
Sir has to look up how much gunpowder is needed for
I'm
like
gonna
a
say
standard store
40,
of that
40
many
barrels of
guns.
gunpowder.
Okay, so the gunpowder plot, which would have taken out most of London, was only 20 barrels. So
spread out?
It wasn't going to take out most of
yeah,
London. It
You
was
mean
going to
most
take
of
out.
Parliament?
36.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was going to take out Big Ben.
Okay.
because I'm reading
Big Ben's pretty big.
Congratulations,
How
the
much of
portal's
Big Ben
already
is it?
destroyed.
Right? Like I'm wondering if this building would still be standing.
Session.
Well, 'cause I'm looking at the map that they projected that would have been the devastation of this plot, and that's a lot.
What's the radius of the circle?
Oh, it doesn't show me. I'm gonna send you this link.
Okay,
You
send
can't
me the
read the
link.
whole. You can't read the whole thing because it's paywall. But the picture is
Terrorists
what
thought
I'm
of this
talking
before us.
about.
And then someone examined the terrorist plot and then did the math.
Do you want me to put it in our chat or just the whole chat?
Yeah, that's our chat's fine.
How much jet fuel does it take to melt a steel beam, really?
Let's
Oh,
see.
it just shows you in the thumbnail.
That is, well, it's a big enough radius to destroy, to devastate all the way across the River Thames.
And that's only
So-
20 to 30 barrels.
I think the only
Everything within
explosion
40
I'm familiar with
meters
is like a fertilizer
40
explosion.
meters, so 120 feet.
would have been completely erased to the ground. There's nothing left. Within 110 meters, buildings would have been at least partially destroyed.
So you
Windows
guys
would have
just-
been blown out
Can
as
you
far as
convert that to
900 meters
feet?
away. I can't. I don't know meters to feet.
wait,
Yeah.
Multiply by
also-
3. You
Yeah,
just
that
multiply by 3. That's good
Yeah.
enough.
So every building within 310 feet would have been at least partially destroyed. Everything within 120 would have been gone. So 330 feet, everything
So-
within 330 feet is at least heavily
So
damaged.
the whole
400
half of the whole right half of the fortress basically
It's just
has
gone.
is gone, including all of those cannons were in the blast radius of being
Damn
just
it!
gone.
Damn it, Elijah! We wanted those cannons.
I'm sorry.
Well, they can't
I'm
use
not
them
worried about
now.
the
Why did you?
They probably can't use
It's a
them.
failure. Quick save. Redo it again. I'm kidding.
I mean, this basically renders the fortress unusable, right? Because like it's got a big
Yeah.
gaping hole in it.
We wanted that. No, we didn't.
Yeah, and here's the funny thing. We didn't know just how many barrels there were. We could have guessed, but Elijah would have walked in there and went, "Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Blow it up."
Yeah.
How many fuses? 5? Yeah, sure.
I mean, Jacques would have
if
had
there
an
were-
idea.
But yeah, so
If there
even
weren't
anything
thousands of
within
instances of this happening in real life, you think is like maybe we should do something about this gunpowder? That's thrown in a corner.
yeah, basically, like windows are blown out as far as 3,000 feet away.
They had precautions. Like they had somebody guarding the door, signing in and out, and everything. Like this was not just them being arrogant. This is
No,
we infiltrated
this is my-
perfectly.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
I have knowledge of the kind of paperwork that would be needed because I was part of the organization. Like if I hadn't worked for them, we couldn't have forged the documents.
Yeah, and
we
he would have
had
been
a-
like, "Hey," and
The
then there
thing,
would have been a whole
how
of your.
does this interact with a stone castle, though? So
I
I
mean,
guess just
Parliament is a stone building.
Yeah, a lot of the
Yeah.
parliament, pretty much the entire parliament building was stone, and it would
Like,
have been gone.
It's
I'm
also
pretty sure all of London would have been all stone at that point, right? Because they
Yeah.
rebuilt it after the
Well,
Great Fire.
Yep,
Yeah,
this
after
was
the Great
post
Fire.
Great
after the
Fire.
Great Fire.
Correction.
So-
All of
so
the
at least this
wealthy
part of the
parts of
thing's
London
gone,
would have been
right?
stone. The poor parts
Yeah.
are still made out of wood.
it's
Yeah.
also
So that blows that up and at least throws stone everywhere. And then here's just a big blast radius of like,
Yeah, so like everything within this area is just gone,
probably dead.
and then windows are actually
Dead or
blown
injured.
out all the way out to here.
the slaves. Meanwhile, it's like we should wait for a sign from. Oh,
No,
that's probably it.
900 meters. 900
Oh,
meters.
900 meters.
2,000.
Wait, what?
Windows
no,
are
no,
blown
no,
out
no,
at the
no,
edge
you,
of the map.
No, you said it was 300 meters.
300. So within 120.
Which would be 900 feet.
Yeah, I'll go
Oh,
back through it. Within 120 meters, everything would have been razed to the ground, which in 330, buildings would have at least been partially destroyed.
Actually,
Within
393. Sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
330.
Okay, so everything
Yeah,
out to
I'll just link
here
this.
is partially destroyed.
Yeah,
What
I'll
would-
just post this.
What would the stone walls do to the concussive force in that it wouldn't, like, the shockwave would hit the walls? Would that make it even worse for the people in... Like, there's no way we can calculate this. This is just idle music.
Yeah.
we made a bunch of flying stone going everywhere, so that's
Yeah.
not good.
Like, everybody within this fort is at least mildly concussed.
Yeah.
Yeah, within 110 meters, so 300 feet, things would be partially destroyed, and windows blown out at 900 meters. Okay.
Okay.
So what's that in feet? So at
So
least
300
150 feet or 300 feet?
300
We-
feet would be the destructive of like the
the
at
radius?
least semi.
The radius or
destructive.
the diameter?
The 120 feet is the complete destruction. From
100
120,
120-foot radius.
yes.
Yes.
I just had a really
Radius,
bad
120
thought.
foot.
I just realized
Okay, so
something
that-
that we
so this
didn't
is fine.
check.
2,552 is that 900 meter 900 meters. It's 2,952
It's
feet.
probably about that big.
Lev, wasn't the whole point that there's no one,
Which side is it on? Would it be
no captives are here?
They're
facing that way or facing?
yeah.
this way?
Are you having the same thought I am about who?
Yeah,
who
probably,
those death
but I mean,
saves are being
I-
rolled for.
But I was thinking
He
on that
literally
sense,
said there's a prison area. So
I
There
thought we
was
had determined though
prison
that the
area.
prisoners in question were in other places. I thought that was established before we came here with this plan.
there are slaves everywhere throughout the city because Alvarez just is a slave society. But we didn't do any reconnaissance for who was being kept as prisoners in the prison chambers.
Jock, I'm really sorry
Depending on
if
the
you
time
just
of
killed
day,
your
they're not going to
family.
be locked up. They're going to be out doing labor.
I'm currently
kind of prisoner they
mulling
are.
that idea over.
I'm so sorry for your loss in advance
These kids weren't here.
Yeah.
that we know of. We didn't look
Do
in the
we know
prisons.
We
that?
though.
don't know where all of them are.
We'll
You know
never
where-
know because they got tomatoed.
Yeah.
They're fucking pasta.
No,
You-
the problem is that there's one of them that's in the wind.
Mhm.
Yeah, one of them
Yep.
is in the wind. Probably not being held by Alvarez though. So right, so your son, right, is being held by Alvarez. You know he's in Bateau. So he's probably he's fine. Your middle daughter is safe
Here.
with some allies of Anton.
Yep.
Uh,
I'm just gonna wait until you get to the fact of the wife.
My wife.
My wife.
your wife has
My
been
wife.
wasn't she taken to Alvarez? I believe that
I
was in
could've
the letter,
sworn-
wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I just thought that there was a spare kid, but we were like, Alvarez has them, but we don't know where.
No, there's a spare kid that you don't know who has them.
Well, it's a spare kid, so it's
Yeah,
I would've-
in the wind.
I'm saying
I
Hole in
would've
the
spare
wind. We
kid.
don't know where. Yep.
All right.
Spare
so-
kid. God, good I have extras.
I mean, you
So, yeah,
got three of them,
do we
right?
do we have an idea which side of the castle this was on?
Yeah.
Like, was it over here or over
It was
here?
on the right side, yeah.
Over here. So, town facing.
We know if we don't know anything. Oh, it could have been a visiting. No, that's the prison place. They wouldn't be. A visiting dignitary wouldn't be in this place, right?
Yeah, so it was in the letter. Godwin is being held prisoner in the castle in Bateau. Aurelia has been taken back to Alvarez. Isabella is missing entirely. She was gone before our agents could get to her. We were able to rescue Evelyn. She is safe with us until Jacques comes for her.
Yeah, so that one spare kid, we don't know where they are. Although Thur
I'm
is
sure
heavily
she's fine. This is a political prisoner.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they even keep him
Same.
at the mayor's
Spare
residence?
kid.
Yeah. Well, we won't know until we know. So
I feel like a political prisoner wouldn't be kept in the. Well, I guess this castle is important. I don't know.
I mean, the area that Thur was indicating there's somebody being held here was like the officers' quarters. So.
Oh no. And that was like
But
right.
that could also be the officer. So who knows?
If it's
be.
really important, we'll go in there. We'll find a
It's meta
smear of somebody.
information.
We'll gather
None
them
of
up
us are
and
going
we'll
to be
get them
checking.
resurrected.
None of us are going to have this thought. Jock might, but I don't know. We'll see. Blast radius. Many people dead.
I mean, for sure, Minx would have just assumed that this had been settled because he was off to
Oh yeah.
help arm the
Yeah.
slaves. So this is definitely like not on his mind.
Wasn't on Persistence's radar either. Wouldn't be.
Yep.
She's actually here and she
Everybody
actually
be
got
worried
killed. We have a
about
week to resurrect her.
Jock.
That'll be great.
Yeah. Anyways,
actually, this is
Oh,
very
maybe
convenient
one
because
of
the armory is right by stair 3, so I can just measure, based on the proximity to the stairs, what all has been destroyed. Oh, goody. Okay. So let's go ahead and draw. So about there. And then, oh, interesting. It's like there-ish.
Also, fun thought though: if the portal does get destroyed, are we going to be able to tell?
It's
We're
pretty
gonna
safe
go
to
in there
say
and
it's
find out.
destroyed.
yeah.
Like, I at least have to go in and find out.
We
though.
need to double
Well,
check.
if you at
Yeah.
least want to pretend to be a humanitarian going around, just like, oh, I'll stitch up your wounds, Stab. Oh,
We'd
there's a
also
point.
check to see who the prisoner is.
I need to
You
check
can't
his
say that,
pulse.
that's
Nom, 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 nom.
better.
His pulse was delicious.
Now we'll get the prisoner. They'll be
Oh,
a
high
nice
and
little-
iron.
Thur, are you gonna need a new map for the crater?
I'm just marking off the edge of what's collapsed underneath. So I guess good
At least move
news.
out that wall.
Good news,
Prisoner
everybody.
lived.
You've killed a whole bunch
Good
of
news, we
soldiers.
know
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Also,
Bad
Well,
news?
you know what?
If this
They won't
doesn't
be. They
start
won't
an
be able
intrigue-
to fix this castle before we attack, because I don't think they can fix this thing in a month.
no.
Joe doesn't just rip off the band-aid and tell us what the bad news is now?
The bad news is,
gotta RP it.
unfortunately, these trees are not flammable. Tragic.
I'm actually going to need to roll some more important death saving throws.
Oh, look. Hey, Rack, kids
What
you didn't
for?
even know you had.
Your kids
I
had
know,
kids.
right?
All right, he lives. And then
He-
another
That's
one.
not something I want to
Mark
like,
down
fully.
They made a
He
whole
lives.
cast of colorful characters for us to
Question
explore
mark?
here.
These are
Oh,
some.
legitimately.
These are some sick deaths. Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh.
They die.
There's a
They?
death. Okay, who was it?
They?
He's not
Question
going to
mark?
tell you.
You won't find out.
Alive.
You don't even
You-
know who these people
Well,
are.
next
You're
time.
going to find out.
You won't find out until next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Dead.
Okay, but will we find out who died? I just want to know later.
I just want to know.
Probably.
That's where Thur goes. That's where Thur goes. That's where we'll call it for the evening.
Goku, you
We've still got
should
an hour
have
and
blown
15
up the
minutes.
hospital.
We have time to do math for an hour and a half.
I feel like you're actually gonna. You probably have blown up enough infantry that you probably have depleted both our artillery unit and an infantry unit.
Yeah. And that's before
Right.
we start slaughtering people.
Yeah.
Before we go in on,
There's
because we're pretty confident all their commanders are not in commission, so like we can slaughter some infantry.
Confident is a strong word.
Well, isn't
How about the
this
civilians
interesting?
react to us doing a little bit of terrorism? I don't think they're pretty happy about it.
Probably
It depends
not.
on who we terrorize. The slaves are
Who's-
probably
Yeah.
happy.
They're being terrorized, but they're also being terrorized
the
by
pe-
people that blow up castles.
Yeah, it's the slaves ecstatic. The people that the
Best
slaves
day
are
ever.
stabbing, not great.
The people who thinks Alvarez is doing the good thing, probably not happy.
Yeah, the
People
bigots, not happy.
Some who are stabbing,
The
ecstatic.
people with Alvarez
Never
build the Alvarez 10 feet
Actually,
higher or
just
whatever the
this
hell.
here. All right.
Ooh, a tree.
Oh, this
Let's
is a fancy tree.
let's proceed to the tree, shall we?
This looks like a smushed tomato.
So is this before or after? What?
We would before we
So-
land. I would make a perception check just to try. Oh, okay. Or you can move. There you go.
That's fine.
Yeah. Just
And then Tentalis is here too, right?
Am I? Okay.
so just from above, just to see if there's any guards. Just make sure we don't land and are immediately accosted.
You don't spot anybody in the immediate vicinity.
All right. And is it a grove or just like one tree?
There's like a clearing, and this is like
Right.
the big tree with like fruits and things on it.
Okay.
Bright red, blood red fruits.
So we douse everything in whatever like lantern oil or whatever we came with. I cut
Pick
off
some fruits and at least see
yeah.
what it's
We
about.
pick some fruits. We cut off some branches to graft. I've got the sword of sharpness and zoom,
Right.
Just-
Yeah.
gather those. There's a bunch of people who want some. So all the people who I
Do
think
we
it'd be
have
useful for.
oil and gas on our persons, or
Yeah, we would have brought it in the same way that Elijah
They
brought
brought their
fuses.
swords.
They brought
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuses, yeah.
Elijah did bring that up
Yeah,
during the
like
meeting.
your zombies could just carry backpacks, just like a backpack each full of it.
oh, I'm just wondering where we got the oil from. Did the pirates bring that?
Uh,
'Cause I don't think we have any good oil or good gunpowder sitting at
that would have
Castle
been a
Lockdown
great
right now.
thing for you to have mentioned an hour ago. Because I said we're gonna bring
Is
it, and
it
Third
so
didn't
hard
say
to
you
think
don't have
that
it.
this decrepit castle has a stocked oil?
well, I mean, the pirates were arriving there today, so you could easily have picked some up on the way.
Yeah.
From them.
We have this plan to destroy everything. We got nothing to do with it. It's
Hang
like,
out
come
with
on,
the
guys.
pirates.
Yes. Hi, princess. You fly past.
No, goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh boy. Well, that was a big explosion. So yes,
So this is
you're
before this happens, right?
you're
Explode.
standing there, and you've got the tree. Elijah is in the cave system right now, and you hear off in the distance.
Persistence just calmly strikes the flint and tinder, sets fire to like.
I have like a worried look on my face immediately turn to the sound.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a very large explosion.
I set the tree on fire.
Yeah,
I make
it's a
sure that it
bit
catches.
much.
And that should be our cue.
The tree does not appreciate being set on fire.
And that's when it roots itself and says, I'm
And
gonna go elsewhere.
yeah, actually, I need you guys to roll initiative as the tree comes to life.
I already cut branches off it. That didn't anger it first. Yeah. All right.
A tree loses branches. The tree is not always set on fire.
I mean, look at the clearing. Look at all the branches on the ground.
Look at the bones.
He loses branches all the time.
Luckily, I am on my way.
The tree starts screaming.
We would also be on our way, right?
Yes, but you've got to take a minute to decloud, so...
Well, it would be... I imagine the slave uprising sounds wouldn't start until after. Like, that takes more than a minute to distribute all the weapons to slaves.
Well, except Elijah was waiting for the sounds of the slave uprising in order to set off the explosion.
Exactly. So they give the weapons, they turn into clouds, slave uprising starts. They would get here about the same time as Elijah.
So they get here. They probably get here before Elijah.
They get a great view of the explosion.
Well before
They're
me.
in the air when the explosion goes off. I need you to both make dexterities.
I mean, they take half damage from the
You have
30
turbulence.
D100. Um,
God, that explosion actually was probably worse than terminal velocity, wasn't it?
yeah.
Oof.
All right. What the heck? I'm just all out of sorts now.
So we just
Uh,
kite the tree until it dies, right? Because it's on fire. All right. Start running in a circle.
Right.
Man, it's the boss from Dark Souls 3. Alright.
Very easy to avoid, so that's what you just gonna have to wait for it to burn to death.
How
Did
many
I?
Just
flame
wait until
cells
he
I
does an
have?
ass crash and takes us into the next level
Did it
below us.
not? Here. I don't know what's
Can't wait
going
for
on.
his crotch hands.
Give you a turn. Give you a turn. Give you a turn. Okay, persistence rolled a 15. Shock rolled a 16. Tennis also rolled a 15. But he rolled a better 15.
Oh yeah.
So the tree screams. Jock, what do you do?
I'm immediately gonna strike at it. One second. Where is it? What is
For
yeah.
purposes of the combat, is the tree's space for melee and flanking the token or the art?
I was gonna go with the token.
Okay.
Just to.
So we're not in melee range of it at the moment.
No, you need to move up to it.
Okay. Move up to it. Strike.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty good hit.
I'm going to use a. We'll just go with a level 2 Divine Smite.
Okay, that's an extra 48 radiant.
So the tree is evil in some way.
Evil
Yeah,
in
it
some
is
way.
typically neutral evil.
It's 38.
Well, I mean, I assume he
So
gets the
48.
bonus
That
for
would
like.
be. So that would be 8d8, right?
What? Oh no, I
Double
was count.
dice. At 20.
You're using a first level spell slot, right?
No, I'm using a second level spell slot.
Second level spell slot.
Level
Okay,
2
so second
Divine
level
Smite.
spell slot is 3d8 baseline, so 68.
Is the tree undead, fiendish?
Is the tree undead or a fiend?
It is not undead or a fiend. It is a plant.
All right. The most evil
Okay, cool.
undead
So he
plant there is.
takes 6 slashing, and then
Isn't it
yeah.
11 slashing?
Sorry, 11 slashing and 24 radiant.
So 35. Okay.
Second attack.
That's also a hit. Not a crit though.
Yeah, we'll just do a level 1 Divine Smite. So that'll be what is it? I just literally say. So that would be 2d8. Yeah, 2d8 plus this. So 5 slashing and 4 radiant.
Okay, so 9.
That's That's 3 ones on the weapon die.
What are the odds of that, Lev?
I don't know. Ask Tika.
That's a lot of attacker downs.
All right, incredible.
Tree's dead.
So then it's Tennelis's turn. Not quite. It's definitely hurting though.
Hmm. I'll cast Armor of Agathams. And
Okay.
I guess I can like hit him a few times, I suppose. I'll give him like a stab.
Is Armor of Agathis a bonus action?
Oh, that's right. I'll stand back here then. Let's see. Let's see here. I'll send Nugget. Oh, let's see here.
Okay.
Okay. I'll do that. And the skeleton will shoot arrow. Looks like all that misses. All right.
Okay.
I'll probably stand
Uh,
over here.
so
That's my turn.
Okay. Persistence.
All right. Get around here. Does this count as flanking?
Yeah.
All right. So,
That's 2 hits.
uh, yep, that's good on me.
Okay. The tree is going to attempt to grasping root on Jacques. So let's see. So it just gets, does a 21 hit you?
That'll hit me.
Okay. So you are grappled, and you're gonna take, so that 9 damage is you're gonna take that at the start of each of your turns.
Okay.
You can attack the brute if you want to try and cut it. Let's see, and you're just grappled. So then he's going to attempt to branch you. And then as a bonus action, because you're grappled by him, he can try and bite you. So he just reels you in with
That'll hit.
his root and
It's
chomps on you.
36 damage.
Man, I wonder what stat block
That
you're using as a base.
God, that hurt. That
I'm actually
that
not,
hurt.
Oh, okay.
but I think that they did start with that to make this one.
I mean, it's a good stat block.
It is.
At the end of the
Uh,
tree's turn, it will take 5 fire damage
yeah, I'm gonna roll
from the
the.
rattle.
I'm gonna give it 8 fire damage
Ah, cool.
because it is on fire
Does
as
it
it
have
screeches in an
vulnerability?
holy scream. Surprisingly, no.
No.
And the thing I'm using is a tree. It just must be wet. It bleeds blood. It's really gross. But that puts us back at Jacques. It's currently gnawing on your armored hide.
And I take the 9 damage
Uh,
now.
at the start of your turn, yeah, so you take 9 damage from the root grasping you. I really wish that they would just have it do its
Um,
damage on its turn.
Good lord. Okay, cool. I am going to have to use this entire time for lay on hands. I'm going to pump all of my 35 points onto myself,
Okay, Jacques is
and
hanging
that'll be
on.
my turn.
Okay,
No,
Tendalus.
I'm. So we're still only level 7, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, making sure.
All right.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up. Let's see here. Bonus action. Let's see here. Where is my thing? All right. Gonna. Actually, is it a good idea to do this now? Yeah, let's kill it. All right. I'm gonna put a Hexblade's Curse on it. Uh, let's see here. And I'm gonna attack it twice.
Okay. That
Okay.
is, yeah, 2 hits for
They're very
15.
impressive. They do take a little bit more damage from my proficiency bonus, so it takes like an extra 6.
That is actually enough to kill it. So how do you do it?
Man, it's just a tree. I don't know how to be fancy with that.
You just
The
like
tree, it's a tree that's 20 feet tall, man. I don't know. I'm going to. Well, I'm cursing it, so. Well, I imagine it's on fire. Cartier did all the work, so I imagine there's like a big, like, fancy holy gash in the middle of it.
yeah.
And since I'm going on it from the back, I'm going to, I guess, curse my my blade, and I'm gonna plunge it into that, and I'm gonna, stab it a few times, and I guess, I don't know, the curse will cause all the fluid in it to like be combustible. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
We'll stretch the rules a little bit, and it's gonna start just like it's just gonna explode into fire more. I guess. I don't
Okay.
know.
So it's just another.
How much gunpowder is in a tree made of blood? If you detonated a blood tree underneath Big Ben,
I don't know. I'm like usually when you start like wet trees on fire, they don't take to it well. Actually, that's what I'll do. I'll as I'm stabbing it in and I'm cursing it, I'm just like all the fluid is gonna like kind of like rush out of it, and it's just gonna take the fire like it's dry better. So I don't know, something like that. So
Okay.
I don't know. I guess the curse will just make all the blood spill out of it onto the ground and it'll just burn.
Okay.
There you go.
So the tree is on fire, and you see Minx and Aerith come in from above you for a landing, and
So
come
I
come down
imagine it's just
to.
a big. It's just gonna gush fucking blood all over the place, and then it's burn. Yeah.
well,
There you go.
that was unexpected, but nothing we couldn't handle. Jacques, how are you doing?
I am panting heavily, spitting blood.
Is it your blood or the
As
tree's
I'm like
blood?
standing up.
Whose blood is this?
Hard to
It's
hard to
adding to the
discern.
miniature lake of blood
Hard
we're
to
standing
discern which one it is.
because it's in a little pool of blood. So let's just say it's like an extra like it's just like covering most of the ground. It's just a nice little inch of blood all over the place. That's great.
Are there
Really
any
good.
other smaller trees that we weren't able to take care of, or like is this is
I mean, this appears to be the like heart of the grove,
yeah?
and you can see the flames are starting to spread
The
from
heart of
its
the cards.
branches to other the heart of the swarm. Yeah.
I make sure that I like chop off burning branches and put them at the base
Now,
of the
now that I thought
trees.
about it a little more, let's pretend the tree had like a big like weird heart, and I just stabbed it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's called good there.
Ah
It's a
no,
tree that's
the
full of blood.
heartwood.
We'll stab the heartwood. Yeah. So the core of the tree is just like a weird fleshy bit. Yeah, stab it a little bit.
Okay. You stab the weird fleshy bit of the tree, and you see Elijah pop up out of the woods up to the north. And he's like, "Oh, there you are.
I
You
do
found
have.
him."
Have you guys ever played Gears of War 2?
Nope.
There's a very disgusting
No.
scene in the game where you're trapped in a mile-long worm, and he's like, "How do we get out of here? I'm gonna chainsaw its arteries." You just run around chainsawing through blood vessels, and it's just a fucking whole level of blood. And I'm just like, that's what's going on right now. I just like cut one of the major tree arteries, and just blood's everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, this whole
Anyway,
area is soaked in blood.
So
it's great.
I do have a question from
Jock
the
is
explosion.
Jock is covered in it.
Yeah.
Whenever that explosion went off, did I feel a whoosh of air coming out of that cave?
Yeah.
Should
So
Arabs we
Okay.
saw the
we'll
dust storm.
rewind a little bit, cause or no, you wouldn't have. So you're in the cave, and you go into it and you get to a T junction, and one direction leads back kind of towards down and towards the fortress, and the other one leads up and towards the grove.
Okay. And I don't feel a whoosh of air or anything when the explosion goes off, so I'm not sure yet if they're connected. Because if I feel a whoosh
Correct,
of air when
yeah.
the bomb goes off, I know they're connected.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
require that there be the possibility of airflow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but who knows what could have stopped that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Elijah, looks like you outdid yourself. Very well done.
Thank you.
Aerith and Minsk, were the slaves receptive?
Most certainly. The fighting had begun even as we were leaving, although I did not prepare them for an earth-shattering kaboom.
Well, hopefully they are less surprised than the rest of the town is. Well, let's make haste then. Now that everybody's here, let's go and make sure that the portal is destroyed. Yeah.
I have a question to ask.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was gunpowder invented after or before I went underground? Am I familiar with gunpowder? What is it?
That is a good question. I don't know. What do people think?
I mean, in
Like, how freaked
Asarius,
out about this should I be?
there were dwarves in Asarius. I don't know if you had any dwarven riflemen, but there was also that like Phoenix
Okay, so it
enclave.
probably was around for a while. I'm definitely not familiar with it, even if the dwarves had it. So,
Yeah.
what the hell did you do?
Kaboom. By the way, there's a cave over here that
Ah, excellent.
may lead into the fortress. I do not know.
We head towards the fortress in the quickest way.
Okay.
If you mention the fork, I would actually ask you to scout ahead to tell us if the other fork leads into the place or if we should just go above ground.
Okay, I'll do so.
Okay.
And we follow
Are you
past them.
There you go, bud.
carrying Jacques?
Yeah. Wait.
Okay. So Elijah, you scout ahead along the other fork, and you get to a dead end. But it is a dead end with a worked stone wall in front of you.
Okay, I'll run back to them and let persistence know your sword is needed.
Excellent.
Don't
All right.
make a door.
Is the town still there? What happened?
Hopefully not.
This was their plan?
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh.
If there's not the town, they can't rally here to fight us.
I would have preferred we leveled the things after we had gotten people out, but I suspect this is probably the best we could hope for.
I've only heard of things happening like this when you contend with a wizard you shouldn't have.
Oh no, those have gotten much worse than this.
Thinking back to Kielandi, glassing entire cities. Yep.
Yeah, so I make my way to the earth door. I assume since Elijah went to get me, there's nothing to like lockpick.
I didn't really check. I just thought you cutting through the wall would be more expeditious. But I will
Yeah.
check.
Well, if you need to, yeah, well, you need to come and get us anyway. So if it doesn't look like it can be lockpicked, I'll just cut it open.
Landy just being Archimond, he's gonna make a little like sandcastle of Dalaran, and he's just like.
That's where you are. Let's see. So you investigate. You don't find any kind of mechanism for opening the wall.
Oh, shame. Shink.
Yeah. So you just bust open the wall. So let me just. I think I can. Yeah, I did prepare adequately. Now there's a hole.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Ominous.
stealth and step through.
I would hold people back as I see whatever the fuck this is.
Okay.
What is this?
Let's see. It appears to be a button.
I don't
Oh, the leather crunk.
Blah.
I'm gonna. Elijah, can you please search for traps?
Of course.
Oh no.
What do I roll for
Push
that?
the button.
Investigation.
There's another button. I shouldn't.
Not sleight of hand. That'd be nicer.
Push the button, Crunk.
Oh, actually, hang on. I need to mark something. Yeah. So you see that this whole half of the room is actually caved in.
Fuck.
Imagine that. Oh, I wonder what could have caused this. Oh, how weird. That was very
I think it
strange.
would have been faster just going.
Is it even safe to be in this cave?
That's what I'm
Uh,
saying.
Yeah, you hear rumbling as the debris shift above you.
Alright,
No, it's not safe.
my best estimate is here we go wind form. Go just in, not down here where we could get crushed.
Well, we can still be crushed as wind. We did those experiments.
The
We're just
door,
resistance.
the portal is most likely down here, according to our information.
Yes. So did he see any traps?
I did roll a 19.
He did not. He did not spot any traps. No.
Okay, so I'm going to. Well, not over there. That's a fucking skull. Is this another door like up here?
Yeah, that's another door.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep searching for traps as I go, kind of moving slowly behind persistence.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever these
I'm
buttons.
gonna stand next to this button.
Is there like a keyhole for this door, or?
No keyhole.
Okay, Elijah, I don't want to permanently open this one. Is there a way? Is there a way to lockpick it? Is it locked from this side? Like, can we just open it and look in?
Yeah, can I try?
Avoid the button, please.
Yes. Is it possible for me to try to open it?
There isn't a like keyhole or anything to pick.
Nope.
There's no
It's
like.
only you.
There's no handles. There's no bar. There's.
No.
So is it?
It's only you,
All
my
right.
friend.
So it's just purely locked.
I
Yeah.
want to spend my time looking at this skull.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I open it the. It's not really the old-fashioned way, but yeah.
Okay. You're with your lever.
Yeah. Sure. That's what the cool kids are calling it these days.
Okay. Well, you're levering it open with your sword. So Tenellis, you're looking at this skull, and the skull is looking back at you. Let's see.
Well, I'm not gonna let it win the scaring contest, so I'm gonna keep on staring at it.
Um, let's see. 21 investigation.
Normal skull is like, what are you doing? Please.
uh, it looks like it's a giant skull. I don't know. I didn't have
I mean,
anything
it's got
specific
a little
for it.
fire in front of it. It's a skull
got a-
around the
yeah,
side of
it's-
it, little skulls.
Yeah.
I'm just going. I'll just. I think I have some paper and a pen. I'm going to. I think my tools are masons. I'm gonna say I'm kind of into mason sculpting or something. I'm
Right.
going to measure its dimensions. I don't think I have a tape measure, but I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm spending time here. I'm just gonna I want to make some skulls like this. So I'm just gonna pull some of my paper and my pen, and I'm just gonna like write some numbers.
Okay.
This is
You take
totally
the
the time
measure
to
of the
do
skull.
this. I'm gonna take the opportunity. This is a
Yeah.
lovely skull.
The skull opens its mouth and says, "Who stands before me?"
You keep that posture. Let's see. You're doing great.
I heard an explosion and there's some rubble over to my right. That's new.
I believe my companion destroyed most of a town.
Oh, well, that's good.
Do you live here? How are you doing?
I do live here.
Would you like
Well,
to move?
Yes, actually, it's very boring down here. People don't usually come through here. Well, not recently, anyway.
Are you aware of your weight?
My weight?
Yeah, do you? I'm not asking to like bother. It's like we're gonna move you. You know.
Uh, I mean, I am quite large, as you can probably tell.
Would you weigh as much as a stone your size or a skull your size?
Uh,
Are you hollow?
I am hollow, yes. Look at me. I'm a skull.
I guess I should phrase it this way. Or you're a calcium skull, right?
Yes, I'm made of calcium.
So why you probably like 50 pounds or something? 100?
I'm pretty sure I'm a lot heavier than that, although I used to be much heavier back when I was alive and everything.
What were you, like a giant or something?
Yes,
Is this
exactly like a giant.
truly the best time to be having this discussion?
Oh, I'm
There's
not doing anything else.
Probably.
I'm
No.
opening this door, so. Oh, Tennis, can you ask him what the buttons are for?
Oh, sorry. What do you know what these are for?
It's a
they
great
open the
question.
doors.
Oh, they open the doors.
Oh, as I'm about to stab them.
God.
Insight check, really quick.
Okay.
Just out of an abundance of caution.
Yolandi Jammer.
This skull really has no ulterior motives. He's like he must be some kind of grisly trophy, some kind of sick joke on the part of some Alvarez necromancer.
Tennis,
He has no reason to lie.
if you can find a way to bring that skull back for us. Sir, may I ask what your name is?
Yes, I have a name, and it's a good name too.
You can keep your secrets.
I just wish to be polite. I don't want to call you Mr. Skull. That seems rude.
Yes, it would be rude. But my name appears to have escaped me for now.
What type of
You know,
giant were you? You're a giant, right?
I was a giant, yes.
It doesn't look like you're a cyclopean, from what I can tell.
Cyclopean.
No, I was not a cyclops. I was
Why are we doing this?
stone giant.
I'll
I
press
don't
this button.
know.
I step on this
Oh,
button.
stone giant. I can see why you say
I
you'd be
step on
heavy.
this button.
The door slides open, but only the left half. The other one appears to be stuck
Okay.
Yeah, that looks
from
portal.
debris.
Hey, look, a portal.
You know,
Elijah's
looking
gonna
at
come back.
looking at the dimensions of this skull, he was a very big stone giant. I think stone giants are 30 feet, and this head would be 30% of his body.
I was a noble stone giant,
1/3 of your
Alright.
body was a
a
head.
king.
Okay.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness, you're
Elijah's
very
gonna
large.
say
sir.
back to the party. Portal this way, please come.
Yes. Would you mind if we called you Sven until you can remember your name?
Ben seems like a fine name.
Okay, Sven the Skull. Stay patient for a second. We have to destroy this portal, and then we'll. Once that's done, we're going to be leaving this place, and we'll be happy to take you with us.
I wonder, maybe
I
if
would
I
like
can,
that.
maybe I can scavenge some bones around here and study your enchantments. Maybe I can give you some skeleton legs or something.
But yeah, as Tenlis, for now though, we do require your assistance over here.
Oh no, I'm gonna put my notebook away. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll leave Frederick with you. He can talk with you.
Sure.
Keep him company.
All right. So as soon as everybody's behind me, I just step forward. There's no reason to be quiet about
Stealthy
this
at
anymore.
this point.
Yeah. And
Oh,
do
here
I
it is.
see anything besides? I'm gonna like do my hell sight to make sure that nothing is illusion magicked from us.
Nothing is illusioned, but an angel descends from the rafters and does the like superhero landing in front of the portal and says,
Oh, her eyes are so
"You."
weird.
Zooming in, zooming in.
Elijah, that part is rubble. It's impassable.
Oh, is the
It's
portal
totally
still up?
collapsed.
Since half of the portal's collapsed on, or? Is it
The
still going?
portal is operating, but it is sparking.
Is
Oh.
this a Battle Angel reference?
It could be.
That was what my joke
Alita.
was. Yeah.
Oh, the name
Yeah.
is what you're making fun of. Okay, I was like
Yeah.
zooming in. I was like, what's the problem here?
I know. I also zoomed in to look, and then I realized the name.
It's
Like,
it's
I remember that. I remember that bar scene. I kind of don't want to fuck with her.
Anya Taylor Joy. What? No. She could have done that movie without CGI.
Let's see. And she looks at you and says, a dragonborn, a human, a genasi. You must be those the party that I heard read the reports about from Kernwith, right? Or was it? It was.
Is
It was.
that actually how
Pressure.
she acts? She's like so nonchalant.
Pressure?
It's like
I am
you're those-
sorry,
It
my
was
lady, but
Kretcher, yes.
I am in fact
Kretcher.
an Eric Cochra with a skin condition.
Well, it matters not.
What the actual hell did I just hear?
You seem
This is
rather
my flawless
nonchalant.
Alvarez accent. I don't know
That's
what you're talking
hilarious.
about.
oh dear.
I think it's time to roll some
Okay.
initiative.
You
No.
seem rather nonchalant about the situation.
God.
Let's go.
All the boss battles have to be with things that don't get actually crap from my. So, God.
All right. So
Knew I shouldn't have used my curse. Oh well.
you guys will be fine.
I mean, she's very casual
Can
about
I insight
this.
check Uther? Can I keep that 20 rolling?
Sure. Well, I mean, consider that you can see on the map here 1, 2, 3 coffins, but 2 of those 3 coffins are currently buried under rubble.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
It's like a raid boss, but you can destroy half the problem.
exactly.
Imagine if we showed up to Lei Shen's tower and PG&E had disconnected. Ugh.
You know, this is reminding me of a certain Black Crusade campaign where we nuked the coffins.
Oh, fuck. I'm glad Thur wasn't around for that. We nuked the coffins, and then it didn't do shit because the coffins were closed.
What?
Well,
Yep.
it did shit. They just didn't manifest. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you just shot a ghost.
Shut up.
We did a whole thing to just front load a shit ton of damage onto the coffins of like these
Like, we have a battle cruiser, right? I'm gonna call down an orbital bombardment and make this easy. It's like, oh, okay.
yeah, and we thought that we could just destroy them in the coffins, but we hit the coffins, and then the spirits that we thought we were killing
They're
inside.
talking about. Yeah,
Back in the day.
Okay,
It
but
was your bullshit,
back to
Rack.
the
You can explain.
current situation.
I'm aware.
Knowing the lore of 30K is actually pretty right about it, so.
And she is going to roll a power die. So if any of
Oh,
you would
no,
like
I
to roll one,
Oh yeah, and we got D4s as
Wait,
power
what
dies,
is
I
the-
believe.
What's
You
a
got a 2.
power die?
Yeah, fuck yeah! It is the Kingdoms and Followers thing. The
Yeah, the
armies
Kingdoms
and
in Warfare.
Yeah, Kingdoms and
So-
Warfare.
So each of you have a power die. It is a D4. At the beginning of a combat, you can choose to roll your D4. If you do so during the combat, any of you can use the following powers. As a bonus action, you can take a power die from the pool that was rolled at the start of combat and add half the number on the die, rounded up, to one of your ability scores. This can increase your ability score above 20. At the end of each of your turns, decrement the power die, so it keeps going down. So for the first turn, it'll increase it by 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then it's done. Or you can, as an action, take a power die from your pool and conjure a celestial or undead with a challenge rating equal to or lower than the number on the power die, so 4 in this case. The creature appears in an unoccupied space that you can see within 30 feet of you. You mentally control the actions the creature takes. It acts when it is summoned, and on each of your turns thereafter. Creatures summoned by this power disappear when they are reduced to 0 hit points or after a number of rounds equal to 1 plus your domain size, which is currently 1, whichever comes first, so that you can summon a creature for 2 rounds that fights for you. So, Persistence just rolled his power die. Any of you can also choose to roll your power die if you would like, but you only get your power die back after you take an extended rest, which would be a week spent essentially at Castle Noctum.
Okay. I will just. I won't.
Yeah, I'm gonna save mine for the intrigue battle, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm tempted to roll it, and that way I can just say the skull helps. That's what I want.
Okay.
I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go, but I want to see if I can math out how much the skull would weigh.
So Minx, it's your turn first.
Okay. I'm going to be using my Mantle of Inspiration. So 8 temporary HP to Jacques, Persistence, Elijah. Sal, do you really move into melee more often? I'm trying to think of who would you use the movement if you get it. Sal is gone. So it goes to Aerith. You all get 8 temporary HP, and you can move your usual movement without provoking attacks of opportunity.
I'll give it to her because it's a waste of temporary HP.
That's fair. So that is my bonus action. And then
Is anyone gonna move?
I'm going to be moving. So
I will also be moving, I believe. Because I don't like that there's just coffins in this room, so.
Well, there's only one that you can see. The other two are buried under rubble.
Yeah, I'm gonna move
I
over
don't
here.
care
I'm
about
gonna
the
make my
coffins.
way
I
towards
care about
that.
this gate.
You don't care about the coffins when they come after you.
and then beyond that,
Yeah, I'm gonna
You know
use
what?
my stealth movement to get to here.
I'm going to start testing what kind of wisdom saves she's got.
Okay. Let's see. So she needs to make a wisdom save.
I
She
can
has a
get
pretty
to
good
here.
wisdom.
Dang. So she does. All right. Well, I'm not going to be messing around with those anytime else. But that's me.
Okay. So that puts us at Aerith.
Forgot it was dim light, y'all. I can't see. Alright,
Oh god, it's dim light.
or my computer's
Crap.
just dark. I don't want. Oh, well, you're standing in the light. You're fine. Yeah, I'm gonna
I
come
wish it
over
would.
here.
Yeah. I wish it would let me like click on you and see what you see.
You can do that.
Oh, how?
Within the view, I never do it because I never mess around with the site stuff. But when you have it set to mess around with the viewing thing, there's an option on the side where you log in as player.
Oh yeah, I know. I've done that. But the problem with that is that I could do it, but it would be a lot of hoops to jump through.
Right.
I want to just be able to like click on Aerith's token and see what she can actually see. Because right now it's showing me the combined like, well, it's showing me everything. But if I were to log in as a player, I've added myself as like a person that can control each of your tokens. So if I log in as a player, I can see what all of you see, and then not what nobody can see.
Right. Got it.
But if I wanted to just see what Aerith sees, I would have to remove myself from each of your tokens and then switch over to being a player. And then I have to like add myself back. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so you're moving there, Aerith, and then
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm tempted to just smash this coffin. Ugh. Yeah.
Okay, I found a woolly mammoth skull. That's about the
Okay.
size of a person. And it's 660 pounds. And I think the
Okay.
skull's twice the size of that woolly mammoth skull. So I think this thing's at
Well-
least 1,000 pounds, 1,200 pounds.
I would assume that the size differential on the map is just to do with the quirks of the system, because mammoth skulls are going to be massive. So
Yeah, a mammoth skull is the size of a person. I just looked at one. It's like 6 feet, or it's like about 5 feet. So this thing's 10 feet. I'm just
Alright.
doubling the size of a mammoth skull.
Wouldn't it be cubed? Because it's the square cube law.
It weighs
Well,
too much.
I found a mammoth skull that's half the size of this one, so I just doubled it.
Yeah. So Aerith, you hit the top of the coffin, and it rolls back to reveal a stormtrooper inside.
Ah, stormtrooper.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on this turn?
Cry. No.
Crying
okay.
is a free action.
Nice. You love to see it. No, that's it for me.
Okay. Well, it's his turn next, so he's going to stand up, and he is going to attempt to grab you. So 22 hits you.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna grab you instead of dealing damage, but then he's going to bite.
Ugh.
Does a 12 hit you?
Nope.
Okay. So he's grabbed your arm and he's trying to bite you, but you're managing to get your armor plates in the way.
Like, get your nasty things out.
It's been so long.
That's
Really
oh,
thirsty. You look
that's
like a
not
tall drink of
fucking-
water.
I'm actually pretty short, thank you.
Fish.
A
I'm
short
only
drink of water.
5'2". Get out
Well,
of here.
Or a
I mean,
drink
for
of water.
for a glass, you would be very tall.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Anyways, that's not the point. Get off me.
No. Make me. So but that's his turn. So you're grappled, but you haven't gotten hit yet. So that puts us at 10 less.
I was thinking about skulls. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see here. With my knowledge of Arcana, am I aware that vampires are... I guess from dealing with vampires, they're like immune to poison, right?
No, actually, they are not immune to poison. You witnessed the Embra's rangers use that fact to great effect because they had poisoned arrows that they used against them.
Okay, I shall summon an undead, and he will be the ghoul variant, and I'll pull out a little skull. Actually, and I'm just gonna pull out a little bell. I'm gonna ring the bell. That's like, oh, that's right, I renamed this. Well, I'm gonna use this anyways. It's not her, so it's like it looks like this. I guess maybe we can do something else. I'll use this guy. Okay. Let's see here. I'll just summon him behind him, I guess.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Oh no, it's been a while. Let's use this shit. Okay. I think it's, oh yeah, it's my spell. My spell. Okay. This is just to the attack roll. So 10's not great, so I guess that misses.
Yeah. They both have AC 18. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll move Doug up too. He'll have to dash. I think that'll be my turn. Don't want to go too far ahead. Can't really climb the rubble. It's gonna try to take cover behind this pillar. Oh, what are you doing here? Get out of here. I think that's my turn. Redux in the back. He's busy.
Okay.
Actually, you probably shoot an arrow. Let's see here. She's like 100 feet away. Skeleton's range is. Let's see here. 80. Okay, I have him move up a little bit. Ah, damn it. Let's see.
Just have him move up to the door, I guess.
Not all the way, but he'll move
Yeah.
into short range. Yeah, he can shoot him from there. All right. That's my turn.
Okay. Persistence.
I'm gonna look at Alita. There's only There's only one coffin that I can see, right? The one that Aerith is by.
Correct. Yes.
All right, and then I'm looking at her. I know that I know what token you're using. Does it actually look like a fiery angel, or is it more just like pure celestial? Because I want
Yeah. Yeah. It's somewhat fiery angel. Yes.
I want to do something that's really cool. But if this is ah but I'm torn
That
between
wouldn't be
something.
metagaming.
Yeah, I know that. Well, yeah, I
No,
know.
it wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't be because you have interacted with all kinds of celestials and such.
Oh, that's fair, but not this specific variety. Although I have interacted with ones like that. You know what? I'm just gonna go for the cool factor because if nothing else, then it'll be useful against a vampire. I'm gonna just walk up to Alita, and I'm just gonna look at her and say, "So, I believe that you were very rude to a new friend of ours, and I'm going to draw on the power of the contract with Hell that the Lord of Noctum has sort of like in a roundabout way signed onto, and I am going to use the power die, which is a 4, to summon a
Right.
challenge rating 4 undead, which is a flame skull. Sven, reap your vengeance.
His name is Sven.
God, that's funny.
That is cool, actually. Yeah, I like that. Hang on, let me go get my flame skull token. I do have one in my other game.
Gonna bust through the fucking wall.
Oh yeah!
I thought his name is just
Like the flaming.
Sven.
And I'm gonna put him. He can go anywhere within 30 feet of us. I'm gonna put him equidistant between the angel and the vampire.
Yeah.
And first, he's probably gonna try and save Aerith. But yeah.
Here
I think
it is.
Aerith's covered.
Right, I remembered just now that I had a whole feat that I haven't used ever. So I'll deal with that.
So he acts when he's summoned, and he is going to make 2 fire ray attacks at the vampire. At the vampire grappling Aerith. Hello, Sven.
Okay,
I
yeah.
love you.
Pretty mad.
All right, so I assume the 14 misses.
The 14 misses.
But that's still.
We might have to retcon him into a fire giant.
Well, this
He
is the
doesn't
fires of hell.
Yes,
you go.
yes, excellent. Wow. Okay. 24 fire damage.
And I'm just gonna I summon that. I don't even look at him lasering the vampire. I have locked eyes with Alita, and I just point my sword at her. It's like, you will fall today.
I told you it was worth talking to for new friends.
You will try.
I will succeed.
Well, it's Elijah's turn first.
Okay. So
Oh no.
I think I'd like just to really clear this up.
He wouldn't actually make the joke, but
I'm
That's a
In
gonna
good one,
character,
though.
yeah, in character he would never say that, but
I'm gonna get over here, and we're gonna kill us a oh,
You're gonna be surrounded.
Yeah, that's a hit. So he
Cool.
takes all of that, right?
yep.
34, 36.
I'll go ahead and take 36 damage, and then bonus action, I'll take another 14.
Ouch.
And also, if he has any way to heal that first 36, he cannot heal.
Yeah. Okay, so his maximum hit points have been adjusted. Not that it's probably going to matter.
I don't think it will. But that's me.
Okay. So that puts us at Jacques.
Jacques.
He's dead again.
He's stuck thinking about how big a skull is. How heavy is this thing?
well now it's
He's
now it's
also-
flying.
He also might be stuck on the fact that one of his children might be dead.
He's stuck,
Oh.
just like his daughter underneath the rubble.
Oh no.
Harsh.
How do you do white again? Square cube long? Let's see here. I haven't done this math in a
Stupid
while.
tree screwed me up so much.
What did?
The tree.
Oh, yeah.
I healed you for 20 if
tree
you
did
didn't
all-
notice.
Yeah, she healed you for 20
I
after
didn't
the
know.
combat, yeah. And you lay on hands
Yeah.
yourself. You should be back to full.
I am back to full, but the problem is that I took my entire pool because he reduced me to like 8 hit points.
Yeah, no, I know. But we've got you. We've got you. Kick her
A
ass.
factor of 8. Okay.
I mean, technically, I'm not a healer, but I'm also a healer, so. You know how it is. Get him.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Yep. Just charge forward and swing. That's
10
not
will
gonna
not hit.
25 hit.
25 does hit.
Alrighty, I'm gonna pump a level 1 divine smite into this. So that's
18.
6 slashing, 12 radiant.
Okay. She appears to be resistant to the radiant.
Yeah, cool. Uh,
As your swords cross.
yeah.
Are you good, Rack? You kind of petered off there.
Yep. Sanctuary on persistence.
I'm about to fuck her up. Put it on yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, sanctuary on myself.
On yourself. Okay. Okay. So she's going to use her flyby. And she's going to use battlefield inspiration on herself and the lone stormtrooper that is supporting her currently. And she's going to fly at persistence and say, "Come, warriors of light, let us vanquish this hellish champion." And she's going to go attack persistence. Ooh, come on.
Almost like I should have put it on you.
No, it's fine.
And
Ching,
misses
ching.
both times. Or actually, your AC is 18, right? Or maybe 19?
19. Because I have the
19,
fighting
okay.
style. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so she, even with her extra D4 from her inspiration, she would not be able to hit. Like, maybe she comes close on the first one. No, you just easily sidestep her as she flies over your head. So it's like 10 feet, and then she's got like a 90-foot fly speed, so she's gonna fly up and be up above the archway of the portal, about 20 feet up in the air.
Okay.
And then it's back around to the top of the initiative order. So that puts us at Minx.
It seems a little bit like everyone is working on that one, but I don't have much to do to her. Has anyone at this point? No one here has been hit in this current combat, correct?
Nope.
None of our
Aerith
friendlies.
has been. No, even Aerith was just grabbed and nibbled, but wasn't hurt.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't have to do any of that then. And those are ineffective, or likely ineffective. But you know what? I'm gonna move up to here, and toss out 2 insults.
Okay, one at each of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is for Alita for the first one. Your mockery is getting to her.
Tell her she
She's-
looked fat in that armor.
Your eyes are so ridiculous. They are too big for your head, and they are too close. It's like you only need one goggle when you go swimming.
I hate this accent, by the way.
You are just jealous of how absolutely
Oh.
Alvarezian I sound.
It's
Please.
it's
Please
impressive how
stop.
it's impressive how it sounds like you have an entire scuba tank shoved down your throat.
Please
Many
stop.
people
We've
try
done
to learn this kind of power, but they can't.
It's like a French Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I'm still doing
Um,
stall math.
Yeah, they each take 6 psychic damage from that accent.
As does the DM.
Yes, as does the DM. The DM takes all 12 of that psychic damage right to my noggin.
damage the DM enough, we win on a technicality. You know how much we like to do.
Yep.
Yep. So is that everything, Minx?
Oui, oui.
Oh God. Aerith, please put me out of my misery.
Am I at disadvantage for swinging at him since he's right here?
No.
I
mean,
mean, like, he's holding on to me. That's what I was asking.
grapple just keeps you in place. It doesn't give you advantage. You would need to restrain you for that.
I believe with the spirit you actually get advantage.
Yeah, you would get advantage because you have a flanker. All right, and you hit. How do you want to do this?
She sort of flips her hammer over to the pick side. Nope. He tried to bite her. I lied. She takes the blunt end and shoves it through his fangs. Just breaking all of his teeth.
You hear a sound like shattering glass as his face caves in.
Yeah.
The helmet and his face.
There. That's what you get for your last meal. Now, stay dead this time. Christ.
He has no response.
Kill Andy. She's like cursing at his like body. She's gonna walk.
Okay. Well, the stormtrooper's dead. Let's see. So that puts us at Tendalis.
Still doing boulder. I'm comparing the weight of the skull to a boulder now. It's okay. Anyways, what am I doing? That guy dead.
Yeah.
I should have summoned a different spirit. All right. All right. So she's just been doing flybys, right?
Yes, she's been doing flybys.
I've been meaning to counterspell her, but I was like, I didn't hear any spells going off, so
She's not casting spells, no.
damn. She should do that. Let's see here. Da, 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 da. Well, else to cast this twice. Did I do it? I did 1 damage.
You do 1 damage, yeah.
Amazing, dude. It's great. Let's see here. Let's see here. How fast does this thing move again? Spells. This one's 30 feet, right? Yeah, 30 feet. All right, this guy shall, I guess, I'll dash. Or by the portal, I guess. Let's see
She's
here.
on top of the portal in the air. Can your
Well,
guy fly?
no. He'll be over here then. He'll be on the side beam. It's a dash anyways. He's not gonna do anything. Doug will go over there. All right. No, I'm excited for my skeleton to do more damage than I did. No,
He
but it would have
missed.
done no more damage.
If he'd hit, yeah.
So I still win. This is why I'm the Lord. He's the servant. All right. Back behind the pillar. It's my work.
Okay. Persistence.
Does this side of the portal look like cracked? Like, are there any cracks or points of weakness?
Yeah, that side of the portal is definitely weak.
As she flies up and just go, fine, stay up there, and just sword of sharpness at this portal.
Okay. Yeah. So, you see where the casing has cracked. There's electrical sparks and magical discharge kind of leaking out of the portal. The light is flickering, and you bring your sword around in a big swing. This is going to take your action, but you slice through that leg of the portal completely, and you see the light of the portal wink out.
Stare up at her. Nowhere for you to run. And then Sven. Yeah, she's probably dodging at this point. Bzz,
Yeah.
bzz. Oh no, wait, no. He just needs to equidistant around the middle there. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Elijah.
Yeah. So we are gonna go up, 35 feet. So she's like 90 feet straight up, though.
20.
Well, she's up by the ceiling. Yeah, 20 feet up.
Oh, just 20 feet up. Okay, I can hit. She's 20 feet up.
If you walk along the ceiling, if you crawl up the pillars 20 feet and then walk along the ceiling, you can get to her.
25. I'd get up 10, so I'd need to move 10 more. Oh, I can just get next to her. Oh, we're doing it. We are dashing, going along the ceiling, and gonna try to stab her.
Yeah, you get her. I don't think you get your sneak attack though.
No, so it'll
It's
just be the 8 and then 4 necrotic.
Okay, so 12 total.
12 total.
Oh, if I would have
Okay.
known that you could reach her, I would have had Sven hover next to her.
Just like, hi.
Yeah. Do it next time.
Yeah. So he just looks up and sees you swinging at her from up above. And for the first time, she looks concerned.
Yeah. The enemy's base is down.
Nice. Well, that's movement, bonus action, and action.
Okay. Let's see. So that puts us at Jock.
Hmm. I'm gonna put my. I'm gonna stow my shield to two-hand my sword and swing.
She is like 20 feet up in the air. So
Ah, then I can't
you,
attack.
you
Cool. Never
swing your
mind.
sword at her.
Sword.
Ah, kendo training. Very
Yes.
intimidating.
Draw the shield again and turn.
You swing your sword at her.
I can't do anything. Cool.
We gave all our
That's my turn.
javelins to the slaves.
Well, you could
We
do
did.
1 damage
Yep.
with a cantrip.
Minx still has his javelin.
And Eric
No.
still has her
Yeah.
javelin.
Yeah. Let me do Sacred Flame, which she is resistant to. Yeah.
Hey, it's damage is damage. It's not like she's gonna regenerate it.
Or
Yeah.
is she?
And draw my shield again and my turn.
Okay. Let's see. So as her turn, well, things certainly did not go well for her. Let's see. She rolled a 2 on her power die, right?
I believe so.
Yes, she did. Okay. So she's gonna do a bonus action to take that 2 from her pool and increase her speed by 10. And her movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, and she gains a bonus to weapon damage rolls equal to the number on the die. So she's actually going to fly straight at Frederick here.
Oh, Frederick.
Hold the
65 feet.
door!
And she's going to attack him twice. First time with disadvantage.
Strong. Oh, that actually misses. Let me double check.
And
I think it's 14. AC 13. Not 14, but that's still good enough.
okay.
He did it.
Well, actually, she's got her
1 hit.
inspiration too that she can use.
Ah, shit.
So she's got to get a 3. Nope, still
Fuck.
a miss.
Oh, wait. Okay, good.
And then 1 regular attack.
No.
That's a hit. So that is. She's doing it in both hands because she doesn't have a shield. It's not within any of her range of any of her allies. So it is 25 damage plus the 2, so 27 damage.
Ah, my boy.
Is that enough to drop him?
Skeleton's only got 13 health, man.
Okay. So let's see. So
He
that
is
was
swatted aside.
65. She's got a movement speed of 100 right now. So she can continue through there. Um, yeah. And that is her turn. So that puts us back around to Minx.
She is getting away.
5,
5, 10,
It's
15,
back.
20, 25, 30.
How many times can you use that move as a reaction thing?
As many as my bardic inspirations. which means I'm guessing you would have wanted me to do that. However, I'm not.
If you have a better idea, I'm just curious. So
I don't have a good idea.
I also don't have a good idea. Let's go.
Anyway, I'm
idea,
going to be
though.
popping my Mantle of Majesty. And I'm going to attempt to command her to stop. Stop.
Okay. So it's just the command spell.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She doesn't have any legend. Oh no, she does have magic resistance.
Damn it.
The accent.
Wee!
She is disgusted and offended. It's most likely the accent is making. She wants to come back and kill me more than anything, but right now she has to stop.
Okay.
It turns out I have the exact accent of the mage who trained her. It's a weak point in her defenses that she doesn't know about.
Yeah.
The backstory. It's coming out.
We're all offended by
Exactly.
the accent in the angels in the back of the angel's mind. Senpai?
No.
Okay.
French senpai?
Oui, oui, it is me.
You are such a weeb. Stop watching those cartoons.
Sacre bleu des.
You think I don't know that you love Paris? The only way to get there is with me.
Oh,
Your
God.
rifle
My
is shit,
God.
madam.
I'm gonna kill you in real life.
Please.
Doesn't Sven go away? Because he's been around for 2 rounds.
Guess what? 1 plus the power die. So 5.
A 5.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
Sven's
Is
a
it-
good boy.
Is it really?
Yep.
I thought you said it was 1 plus the stronghold
Domain
level.
size.
Oh, plus.
Yeah.
Oh, is the domain size only 2 or 1?
Domain's not
Your
very
domain
big,
size
that's
is
sure.
1. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that it was okay. I thought that our domain size was the number on the power die. Yeah, he's gone then.
Yeah. No. Your domain size is like your domain's level, which
I
is
would have.
currently 1.
Okay, I would have had him use like his fireball or magic missile instead of making just regular attacks. Then.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
did
well.
work
I mean,
though.
So did we count that as a projection of Swen, or was that the actual Swen?
I'm gonna say that's the actual Sven. He's been animated as a flame skull, and he's just like, yeah, all right. Well, I did some things, and now I'm gonna fly out of here. See ya.
Oh,
And
he's
he
just
just-
leaving?
He
Okay.
just, he
Wait.
just flies
Yeah.
off.
He's just
Wait, what?
infused with hellfire. Yeah.
God
Sven,
damn it, I had a plan for you. Goodbye.
Sven, if you can close the door on your way out so that she doesn't get away. No, I chopped down that door.
Yeah, he can't close it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that was Minx's turn. So Aerith.
Alright, so I have a really bad plan. We want to make sure she doesn't get away, right?
Yes.
Well, I could shatter the tunnel.
You won't have to do that. I have a better plan.
But I could also. But it's thunder damage. I could do full damage to her.
Do as much damage to her as you can.
Do not
Alright.
collapse the tunnel, please.
I don't really have a choice. It's either damage and collapse the tunnel, or let her go. So.
Don't worry, I will be able to get our beautiful rogue friend onto her. It should be fine.
Language.
Another thing that could be noted that she would have known by this point is that she has to stay stopped until she's attacked, right? Oh no, she gets
no. On her, I'm basically treating it like the halt command.
right.
So on her turn, she just takes no actions.
Right.
She doesn't move and takes no actions.
But she does get at the end of her turn a chance to save.
No, command only lasts for a round.
Right.
It's
But I
just
mean, it's just that if I can keep it rolling.
yeah. So if you can command her to halt again, and then she would have to stay there again.
Yes.
Assuming she fails her saving throws again.
Right. Which is certainly not guaranteed with those saving throws, but at the moment, rather than damaging her, it's best for us all to pile in.
Well, damaging her doesn't break the CC.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Hit you with what you get.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Shatter. Right on her.
Okay.
I need her to roll a. I think it's. Where are you? Constitution saving throw. Casting at 5th
Yep.
level.
Ooh.
She fails. I'm actually going to use the Wrath. So she takes 5d8 full.
Okay. So it's 40.
I.
Ouch. That's a big explosion.
That up. Ooh. 4, 5, 8. Great. Alright. That is the end of my turn.
You still have a tunnel. Okay, good.
Now
I
just
shall.
careful.
I'm going to cast Fly on into Elijah and Persistence. There you go.
Excellent.
Elijah can at least keep up.
I mean, doubles my speed. So
I'm gonna head down over here. Well, this guy will dissipate. Stop concentrating on him. And I'll just move over here. Gently step over my friend. Let's see here. Tell Doug to get going. Okay. Well, besides that spell, I don't really have anything else to do besides telling my undead what to do. So that's me. I did my job.
Persistence. You can now fly.
Phew. Gonna fly over here, 60 feet. Or I guess more, like in front of a door so I can see her and like over my companions. There we go. Alright, and I can see her directly, yeah?
Yep.
I'm actually going to dash. Get exactly here. Doodah, doodah. What do I have for a bonus action besides just putting a seal on her? Honestly, I'm just gonna dash here so I can give sneak attack advantage to a little stabby dude. Bonus action though, I'm going to turn my radiant thing on.
Okay.
So, bzzz,
You are a light bulb.
yep. She takes 3 damage.
It's what, 10 feet?
Nope. Yep. I put 30. It's not what it does. Just 10.
I hope it doesn't go this far. This is bigger than the last time.
It's getting worse.
Elijah, Persistence, I'm getting concerned. This is getting worse every time.
I've altered the light bulb. Pray I do not alter it further. Alright, that's
These
me.
Yes,
dimmable
one of your
settings.
companions is a radioactive hell knight. Every day he gets brighter.
Yep.
Some kind of chain reaction. Okay, Elijah.
Oh, no.
Okay. Sorry, I did just get level 99 in my game so I was finishing getting that cape.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Thank you. It's what 20 years in the making.
Hey.
So that fly was that cast on me?
Yep.
Okay. So we are
Fly my torpedo.
going to head up and zip down here. Oh. Where the hell is she?
Down.
She's
this
out in
hallway.
the hallway.
Further down. Okay. So we're gonna bonus action dash from there to get to here and take our swing.
Yep. That's a
23
hit.
Cool.
Yep, all that. So let's see. So that is 25, 28. Okay. Anything else?
No, it's action bonus and everything I can do.
Okay.
Sorry.
That
That's
puts
me.
us at Jacques.
Um. She flying still?
She is flying, but the ceiling is much lower here. So if you get up next to her, you can get to her.
I can't get next to her. I can dash and get there.
Fortunately, I can't make you
Yeah.
fly yet. Can't choose 3 people yet.
So that's my turn.
Okay. It's her turn. She's been commanded to halt, so she just hovers there. Which puts us back up to the top of the round at Minx.
Are you gonna guess what I'm gonna do again?
Are you going to command her to flee?
Berating her.
I'm certainly not gonna command her to flee. It is still time to say halt.
Okay.
Ah,
She shakes it off.
dang it. Well,
I
well, I
tell her to
tried.
stay still for 10 turns in a row. It works.
All right. With that having worn off, that's just my bonus action to do that. But I don't think that'll work.
To cast command?
Well, because it's from my Mantle of Inspiration, so
Oh.
that I get I can do it as a free bonus action for a minute. Yeah.
Huh.
But then that means I'm free to chuck a javelin at her.
22 will hit.
It'll probably just be a scratch, but it's one more scratch,
It is one more scratch, yes.
and that's me.
Okay. What is this? Mantle of Majesty. Oh, wow. Okay. Creatures charmed by you. Okay. So it puts us at Aerith.
Step forward and cast Shatter again.
You do have 2 allies right next to her in inconvenient spots.
Do it.
I don't think there's a place that you can put the shatter that won't hit one of them.
Yeah, I don't think we want to shatter our allies.
If I notice Aerith like hesitating over, I'm just gonna shout, "Do it!"
All right.
You can make it so it only hits me and not Elijah. That's fine.
Yeah. 14. She also makes it.
That's fine. I'm gonna wrath that one too, and she takes half.
Okay, so
Just take 20.
48. It's 20 points.
okay, so then 10.
Oh, it's 20.
Wait.
No.
48 is 32,
32.
right?
So she takes
So
16.
16, yeah.
So the number that says right there. Hilarious.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Weird.
Well, it's effectively
Doubling
I
that,
don't know.
yeah. Alright.
Okay. So that puts us at Tenelis.
Boy, oh boy. Is she like above the ground, or can I hit her from melee?
Yeah, she's just floating there, but not too far off the ground.
We'll do a stab. Can't really get advantage, so yeah. Yeah, that's better. That's a
all
lot of
right.
ones.
How do you want to do it?
Oh, I get both of them? Oh, that's how sweet. I'm gonna do the same thing to the tree. I'm just gonna stab her in the heart, and just blood's gonna go everywhere. I guess.
Okay.
I
So
don't know.
you stab her.
The hell's
You
heart? I stab at thee.
Yeah, you finally skewer her, and she her eyes go wide as she looks at you in shock, and collapses to the ground. And is no more.
I'm just curious what I would have done to her next turn. Not nearly as much. Damn. All right. Yeah. Good job, Timeless.
You have more. You have more attacks. It's been more
I would have
attacking. I guess.
surged, so I would have been and one of those gets an
A
extra
lot of
7.
ones.
Yeah. All right. And since everybody is near me, I will let my lightning die off so I don't hurt my teammates.
Yeah.
Well, looks like Swen is free and the portal is closed. That is an extra objective. I am proud. We freed a noble soul from this place.
Comrades, it's probably a good indicator for us to be leaving immediately.
I'm going to fly, because I can fly still. I'm just gonna check. All right. So this is a dead end chamber. There's no other ways in
Yeah.
or out. All right.
Right.
Yeah. This is thoroughly fucked. So.
Yep. So let's see. You guys have managed to pretty thoroughly destroy the place. So is there anything you'd like to do before you fly back?
I
I
want to
would like
collect
to
Swen,
check
and I
the
want to.
prisoners.
Yeah, Elijah, if you can go and do some quick reconnaissance, see if there's any prisoners that were or any survivors of the blast that either need to be finished off or rescued.
Of course.
Persistence. How did you move Swen like that? I was thinking about
I-
doing something like that, but that was impressive.
Yes, I drew upon the fires of hell, which I was able to access through the multiple contracts that you and Jacques have signed in order to animate him to fight for Noctum and the New Dawn.
Oh, I hope he's doing good. Pick up Frederick. Doug, take Alita with us. Doug's gonna backpack Alita, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I did that too. I've got her over my. I'm
Oh, you
flying
got
and
her,
I can
okay.
carry her. Yeah.
All right, if
I-
you take her.
I zippy doo all around.
Put Frederick on Doug then.
Okay, where are you looking for survivors and stuff? Because like,
The crater, I assume.
Well, since these buttons do something,
They open
if
the
I
door.
push this button, it'll open the other door, right?
uh,
Or we'll open a door that's collapsed.
the button that you're on is the one that opened the door to the portal chamber.
Oh, I thought it opened a different. So this button would open that one. Okay.
I guess can I even get anywhere from here?
You go out the cave, and then
Yeah, you'd have to go outside and then back around.
Okay.
So if we
I
push
guess
this
I'm gonna
button,
I'm gonna
what's in this
smoke.
room?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to mist and do that. I guess.
All right, are you pushing that button?
Do we want to check out this room, or are we leaving?
sure.
If we're about to get into more, we should probably pause it here.
Yeah, it's 10:21 for my time,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah, it's past midnight here, and I do have to work in the morning.
Same here.
Yeah, so I guess you press the button and it opens up a door.
Okay. This will be our way out.
Yeah, we can go over here, loot some. I don't know how everyone's looking, but I'm looking fine.
Same.
Okay.
Like I took some damage, but between the temporary health, it's
Yeah, and we've wiped out most of the forces. Like I doubt we're gonna meet much resistance. We could run around, loot a little bit, and then leave next session.
Okay, that sounds good.
Cool.
All right, see you guys then.
All right, good session.
good session.
Night, everybody.
Yep.
Good night.
Lots of good work done.